Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to beautiful Shady Spring High School. We are live for the Clay County Panthers final scrimmage of the year. I'm Alan Tanner alongside Dylan Vaughn, and we are going to be live for this final scrimmage for our first live football game of the year, so bear with us. We're excited to be here, and we got a good one on tap. Dill, what do you think we're going to see tonight?
Yeah, Al, I think we got a pretty good ball game coming up here. Shady Spring looks to be pretty good offensively. They got some nice skill position players coming back. We'll see if we can't get some build upon what Clay did last week on defense. Looks like they're going out to the field right now. Al and Clay's going to be starting on offense here. So we'll see real quick how much progress we've made over the last couple weeks.
There's 8 minutes on the clock. We're going to run 2 quarters of offense here. This is the varsity up first, and the Panthers looks like we'll start the ball from their own 30-yard line. We're in the shotgun formation. That's Cooper Collins, the quarterback. Brody Scarborough, the tailback. We got Jacoby Nichols, single receiver left. Looks like we got trips right for the Panthers. Shady Spring returning a football playoff team from a year ago, so this is another good test for the Panthers. And I think we're set to go. Cooper Collins takes the ball. He hands it to Scarborough, who gets up about 2. And it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers. And just as we figured, get Scarborough going early and try to get him in a rhythm here.
Yeah, he was able to pick up a couple of tough yards there. From what we heard over the week, the secondary might be a little suspect for Shady Spring to start. So we'll see if we don't put it in the air here a few times. But Brody's going to have to get going up the middle there.
Trips to the left, single receiver. This time's Elliott to the right. Collins will drop back to throw. He's under a lot of pressure. And down goes Collins, a sack. Loss of about 8 or 9 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and long. And, we were looking at some of the things from the news outlets of Shady Spring, and they talked about, Coach Vince Colacerto talked about creating pressure up front for this Shady Spring defense, and they did just that, as that secondary is young and learning, but they've got some veterans on that defensive line. So we'll see if the Panthers can't block it up better this time. Collins is in the shotgun again. He's looking to his left. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man out there. It's Nichols. A lot of contact early, and that's going to be a penalty flag and will result in a 1st down for the Panthers. That was number 6 of the Tigers on the coverage there.
Miles Clark, Al.
Miles Clark, a junior. And, Dill, we talked about this before the game. That secondary for Shady Spring is very, very young and untested. Shady Spring with 16 interceptions, more than an interception a game last year, and those guys are all gone, so maybe some chance to throw the ball here.
Yeah, I like how Cooper gave him a chance, throw it up to him, either make the catch or come back for the ball and get a pass interference call, and that's just what Nichols did there.
It's 1st and 10. Panthers go on 2, get early movement up front, a good idea right there. The ball sets at about the 38-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and 5.
Yeah, it looked like Mike Crouch jumped across the line there too quick. I couldn't tell if one of the Clay boys moved first, but it looks like the refs called it a little encroachment there. Move the ball up 5 yards.
Ball sits at the 43 of the Panthers. Collins again in the shotgun. We got 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Motion is Cohen Ramsey from right to left. Collins will throw a little bubble screen to Nichols off the shoulder pad and incomplete. Looks like he had some blockers out there to the left, just unable to complete the pass.
Yeah, I get nervous on those, Al. I don't know about you, but we saw this a lot last week at Sherman when on that little bubble screen. We need to get on the ball if we drop it. That could be called a fumble very easily. The referee might not be in the perfect spot to see it. But I think if that's completed, we had some blockers out there. We might have been able to pick up 10 or 12 yards.
Yeah, super easy to throw that pass backwards. That's unlike Nichols to drop that pass, but good to see Collins with a nice throw there to get him comfortable. This time we'll throw to the running back, Scarborough to the right. Makes one man miss, but not a second. He's up across the right at the 45, rather. They'll mark him down there. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers.
Looked like Caden Helmer, middle linebacker on the tackle there. He's a big kid, 6'3", 190. He came across there, and Brody made the catch, and Helmer was right there to make the play. He's a good football player. I think we'll be calling his name quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Helmer is a stud there in the middle, so we got to get a hat on him all times. Collins again will drop back. He's going to throw it. He's got a man open. That's Ramsey out to the 39-yard line where he's tackled. nice throw, nice route, nice execution for the Panther offense, and that's a first down on 3rd and long.
Yeah, take what they give you, get the first down, keep on moving down the field, and I'm impressed by this opening drive, Al. I was watching some film on Shady Spring, and I was a little worried. Their defense looks tough. But so far, that secondary, like we thought, might be a little young and experienced. Take a little advantage of it.
Collins looking really, really comfortable back there in his second start. This time it's Scarborough up the middle. Looks like he gained about 2. And as I was saying, for his second varsity action in his career, Collins looks really comfortable. And we know that secondary, again, as I said before, really young for the Tigers, untested, unproven, and no better test for them than this high-octane offense for the Panthers. So here we go. We got 2 backs, Coleman and Scarborough. Collins again takes the snap. He's going to fake it. Now he's going to roll to his right under heavy pressure, but he finds Coleman, who leaked out of the backfield. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play, and nice to be able to salvage something out of nothing. Pressure provided by big number 76. Now, let me check the name on that. That's Joey Calger, a senior, 6'1", 220, big kid.
Yeah, he made Cooper roll to the right, made a nice play, pick up what you can get. But again, that middle linebacker, Helmer, going across there and making a nice play. Instead of making 5 or 6, 7-yard gain, he held him to 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's 3rd and medium to long, about 3rd and 6, we'll call it. Cooper Collins, the quarterback, will be in the shotgun. Brody Scarborough, the back to the left. We got motion to Nichols. Nichols will get the pitch. He's looking, tries to make a man miss. He gets to the 40, no gain on the play. And I saw, looks like that secondary or those linebackers were able to get off their blocks that time. Not a real good job there, so we'll try to get something taken care of there with that. Just too many guys over there to really gain any yardage.
Yeah, we got to hold our blocks. It looked like initially there was some room there, but it shut down real quick. I don't know if we got off the blocks too quickly or what the deal was there, but we got to stay on them. There was some room to be made there.
So we are on our own side of the field, so we're going to go for it here. It's 4th and 5, 4th and 6. Cooper Collins now will step up. He's got plenty of green room. He's going to release it. That ball is caught. It's Joe Elliott making man after man miss all the way down to the 25-yard line, and that's another Panther first down on an impressive drive in this first quarter.
I like seeing Cooper step up in the pocket there. He could have ran with it, but he said, I'm going to let my playmaker make a play. Tossed it out there. Nice, easy completion to Joel, and Joel gets the first down. And again, how much time are we taking off the clock here, Al?
Well, I just noticed that I think we started at 8, and we've ran
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
So something going on with the clock, but excellent opening drive here.
Absolutely. Ball's on the 25. Collins in the shotgun as usual. Trips left. Single receiver Elliott to the right. He's going to drop back looking left. He's going to let it fly. He's got Nichols, a man open. Just overthrew him a hair. Looks like maybe he thought that ball wasn't going to quite go as far as it did. Nichols, that is. Incomplete, but I think he had a step on him there.
I think he did too, Al. Not a bad idea. Again, Nichols, one of your playmakers, going up against that young secondary. Give him a chance. Just overthrew him by a little bit. I think we'll see that combination again here soon. And I anticipate next time we'll connect.
Absolutely. Again, but a nice ball there. I mean, for a sophomore quarterback, again, we saw him have some struggles early in the game last week at Sherman, but then kind of felt comfortable. I think he's just continuing and picking up right where he left off.
I agree.
Collins again will take the ball in the shotgun. It's a handoff to Scarborough off the right side. Nowhere to go. And that was, again...
That was big number 67, Brady Lasik.
Brady Lasik.
They got a big defense out. That's a 6'2 kid out there making a play, and the linebackers are all 6'2", 6'3". That can be intimidating for your offensive line coming out there if you're running around 5'10", 5'11".
That is definitely a big front seven, and those kids look almost like college-level kids
Absolutely.
Out there playing. And our offensive line has held their own. Just give him enough time to let these receivers work. Collins will pass again, looking left, now right. He'll roll to his right. Now he's going to take off with it, gains a yard, gets out of bounds. Very smart decision there by Collins. Live another day, and it will be 4th down. Looks like we'll probably go for this. I don't know if Jackson Brown can kick it from here. We got a player down.
Yeah, we got an injury back
for
here
the
around
Tigers.
midfield.
So I'll tell you what, let's take a break. We'll check on the injury, and we'll be right back with this 4th down play.
Rooted in a proud past and reaching toward a bright future, Clay County Schools is where tradition and innovation come together for every student. With With 95% of our teachers certified, our classrooms are led by passionate educators who know that learning begins with connection. Thanks to the support of our community, we're now a one-to-one iPad district, bringing opportunity to every hand and every home. From improved attendance to wraparound support through communities and schools, we're lifting up the whole child. As a proud Purple Star district, we stand with our military families, honoring service and building resilience. And with a 95.9% graduation rate, our students are not just crossing the stage, they're stepping into bright futures. This is Clay County Schools, rooted in tradition, driven by progress, and united in purpose, where every student matters, every moment counts, and the future is brighter because of what we do today.
We are back, and looks like that's big number 77, Peyton Wade, and he's able to walk off. Good to see that as we're back here for a fourth down play. And I just realized something here. We want to thank our AD, Sean Grzeski, for checking in on us. In high school football, pass interference is not an automatic first down, despite what many of you may think, as you see on TV on Saturdays and Sundays. So not an automatic first down. So actually a smarter play than we originally thought there by Shady Springs defensive backs. However, we're able to convert nonetheless, and we got one late coming in on the offensive line, and we're going to kick a field goal here.
Looks like a long field
this
goal
is going to be a 40-yard attempt for Jackson Brown. Elliott to hold, the snap, the hold, no rush. The kick is up. It's got a chance, and it is good. Easily made that kick. It was good for 10 more yards almost. That's a big kick for the Panthers.
That is a weapon in high school football that most probably aren't going to recognize. If you can get a drive to stop right there and kick a field goal, get 3 points out of it, that's something a lot of these high school football teams do not have as a luxury.
Absolutely. And so that's going to be 3-0 is going to be your score. And for the Panthers, and we're not going to be able to take a break, seeing as how the other team is already on the field. The Tigers are already set to go, and we got a little mistake with our score here, but we'll fix it. In the meantime, we're set to play. Panthers in a 5-2. Calicerto, Calicerto, the quarterback, he'll hand off left side. That running back looking, churning ahead for a gain of 7, a hard-earned 7 yards.
Now, that's one of those big running backs. That's Helmer, the middle linebacker. He and Evan Rummage make up a really good backfield for this Shady Spring team. Helmer's kind of the bigger back. Rummage, the smaller back. They always line up a lot of times line up in that split back set. And Helmer gets the first carry and picked up, 7-8 yards?
So, yeah, and actually they marked him a little closer than we thought, 9 yards. It's 2nd down and 1.
He's going to be a handful to bring down.
Calicerto, the quarterback. And they're in split backs. The snap, he'll throw out to the right flat. Runner still going. He's taken down at around the 50 by Joel Elliott, but not before a first down for the Tigers.
That's Shade Hedgecock out there on the edge making a play. And if you saw big number 22, Helmer, get out there and lead block, knocked one of our guys back a couple yards. This is a tough Shady Spring offense. We were able to move the ball down on them. It looks like they've got a little rhythm on us here. Let's see if our defense can't step up here. Some of these guys make a play. We saw them do it against Sherman. Sherman had some really good athletes as well.
Well, wherever you see Helmer go, that 22 in the backfield, most likely that's where the ball will be. Again, he, like you said, he is just a stud back there. Calicerto, they'll go on 2 this time, and offsides on the Panthers. That's 51. And I believe, if I can get my roster out here, I don't even have it in front of me here. That may be Jaden Morris. He'll check out, get a little break, get some time to think about that. And we'll be set 5-yard penalty. It's 1st down and 5 for the Tigers. Calicerto in the shotgun. He'll hand to Helmer to the left side. Nowhere to go. Nice play there by Jamie Gross. Gross made the initial hit right there, number 73, and nowhere to go for Helmer. That's a big stop there.
That's a big play by that defensive line. Let them know that you're not going to push us around. They got some yards on the first couple plays here. Let them know you're not going to push us around on the defensive line. You got to keep doing that all night. You can't just make it one play. Keep it going.
Absolutely. So it'll be 2nd down and 4, just a yard gain. 3 rather, just a 2-yard gain there for the Tigers. Panthers in a 5-2. Looks like the Tigers have 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right, split backs. Calicerto in the shotgun, motion across left to right, and it looks like some early movement. They were going to run a little bubble screen there, and some early movement.
Yeah, Miles Clark out here at wide receiver took a step a little bit too quickly. They caught him on that. They're not going to let the play go. False start, moving back about 5 yards here.
All right, so we'll even things back up again, and it will be 2nd and 8 for the Tigers.
Now, Shady Spring has, like I've said a couple times, 2 really good running backs. Rummage, the smaller of the 2, he also runs track. He's very fast. He had a knee injury last year. Probably would have had over 1,000 yards. So you can't just look to stop Helmer. You got to look at Rummage over on the other side as well. You can't key on one guy.
Yeah, Rummage in the slot, and he likes to do a lot of motion here. He'll go again right to left. Calicerto takes a snap. He's going to throw it out to a little bubble screen. Nowhere to go. Nice job by the Panthers. And that bubble screen was to number 4. That's Andrew Baker, another senior. But the linebackers and secondary doing a really good job there. I couldn't tell. It's maybe Elliott and Nick Williams, that outside linebacker, making a nice play there.
We had several guys get out there and say, you're not going any further. Made a nice play. 3rd down and long, see if we can't get off the field here. It kind of might be 4 down territory on this side of the field, but keep it at 3rd and long.
Panthers will try to make a stop here on 3rd and long. Calicerto in the shotgun. It's Helmer to his left. That snaps back. He's looking to throw. He'll let it fly over the middle. That ball broken up by the freshman. That is Colin Elliott. A nice play from behind. Looks like he had a man over the middle initially, and the young guy who got beat on a play last week comes up big this time, and that's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, I remember back to that first coach's show. Coach Collins was talking Colin Elliott up quite a bit, said he's a young guy, but he's got all the talent in the world, can make some plays, and we just saw it right there. Looks like they're going to keep the offense out here for 4th and 8. Get a big stop if you're the defense. Good chance to make a play.
Absolutely. That was Shade Hedgecock, the intended receiver there for the Tigers. Panthers again in a 5-2, maybe a 5-3. We got whistles before the play, a timeout going to Shady Spring. Timeout Shady Spring. And that'll give me just a moment here before we're going to keep it right here instead of go to a break. Before I wanted to mention this, we just didn't quite get on air in time. But Dale, I don't know if you know this, but this is actually a battle between 2 all-star coaches.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Vince Calicerto, of course, the head coach of the Tigers, was the 2023 all-star coach for the South Cardinals. And then, lo and behold, who is the all-star coach for the South Cardinals this past year, 2024? None other than our very own head coach, Jason Nichols. So a battle here between 2 well-coached teams.
Absolutely. Should see some good coaching out there tonight then. A couple of all-star coaches. I like it. Good little fact.
Absolutely. I found that kind of interesting when I heard that name. I thought I remembered it from somewhere, did a little digging, and, of course, just so happens that's the way it is.
Yeah.
All right, Calicerto's back in the shotgun. It's 4th down and 8, and again whistles on the play before the snap. Maybe somebody wasn't quite, one of the officials wasn't quite ready, but here we go. We're set to go. 4th down and 8. Panthers looking for a big stop at midfield, up 3-0. Calicerto in the shotgun. We got motion left to right. Snaps back, looking. He's going to throw to the right. Incomplete. Had a man. That was Hedgecock again. He just dropped it, and you can see that young man knows he would love to have that one back. Hands on his helmet, but that's why you put pressure on those guys. The defender was right there where he needed to be, and so that'll be a turnover on downs, and just like that with a 3-0 lead, Panthers will take the ball back right around midfield.
Let's drive it back down against a good Shady Spring defense and get ourselves a nice little cushion here as a lead.
And on the coverage that time, that was Ethan McMillian. McMillian, a young guy, a sophomore. We haven't mentioned his name. He's in there as well on offense over here to the left as part of the trip. So good job, Ethan, and nice play. It's a handoff this time to Scarborough. He's got a room, makes 2 men miss. Now he's up across the 50 to the 45 and taken down by 3 or 4 Tigers. And a good start. And boy, Dale, you know this as a football guy. If you can get that run game going, that pass game will just open up more and more.
Absolutely. It looks like that's one of those bread and butter plays we're going to be running quite a bit this year, where those 2 offensive linemen pull around and Brody goes right behind them. And every time we've seen them run that play, they've gotten 6, 7, 8 yards out of it.
Well, we'll see what they do this time. Same formation. Trips left, single receiver right. Collins in the shotgun. Scarborough to his left. Now he's going to throw the bubble screen to Nichols, who was able to make that catch last time. Now he's got it across the 40 to the 35, down at the 34. And again, in 2 quick plays, it's a first down, Panthers. And that offense seems to be churning.
Saw a good block out there by number 61 on that little bubble screen. Not sure of a name on that. I don't have the roster
That's
right.
Jackson Brown, 61, the left tackle.
Got out there and made a nice block, opened up a hole for Nichols to get through, and we got another first down. I like the way this offense is moving the ball.
Absolutely. Again, Panthers right back on the ball. It's Collins in the shotgun. He'll hand it to Scarborough, who cuts back left, looking, makes 1 man miss, but he's taken down at the 31-yard line. He still gained 2.5. We'll call it 3 yards. It's 2nd down and 7 for the Panthers. And again, a good mix. Coach Collins doing a good job of keeping the offense balanced. A good mix of run and pass. Collins looks really comfortable. That offensive line settling in. A good sign for the Panthers. Collins will throw out to the right this time. That's Ramsey. Ramsey catches that ball, heads forward. Nice quick feet there all the way down to the 20. And just like that, the Panthers are in the red zone, and it's another first down.
That was an impressive job of the receiver reading his block out there. Good job by the other receiver out there blocking. Pick up about 10 yards, get a first down, keep on moving. Where are we at, the 20? In the red zone, close to it anyway.
We are in, I'm going to call that the 20. We're in the red zone. Elliott and both Elliott brothers this time, receivers to the right. McMillian and Nichols to the left. We got Scarborough in the backfield. Handoff is a fake. Now Collins, looks like a run-pass option, makes a nice play to Nichols. Nichols makes a man miss. Into the 5. Good blocking down there by McMillian. He is in. Touchdown. Jacoby Nichols. And that right there, my friends, was a really nice play by Nichols. And we'll see the replay here. It was more of a run-pass option. Looks like a run-pass option. Makes a nice play to Nichols. Nichols makes a man miss. Into the 5. Good blocking down there by McMillian. Makes a nice play. Good block by McMillian. And that's what you want to see there from early on from this Panther offense.
What if we said, Al, get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a play? And that's just what Nichols did right there. Good job, Clay County.
Brown on for the extra point. It's up, and like automatic, it is good. And just like that, it's 10-0. Panthers will take a break, and we'll be right back after these commercials from Clay County Schools.
Rooted in a proud past and reaching toward a bright future, Clay County Schools is where tradition and innovation come together for every student. With 95% of our teachers certified, our classrooms are led by passionate educators who know that learning begins with connection. Thanks to the support of our community, we're now a one-to-one iPad district, bringing opportunity to every hand and every home. From improved attendance to wraparound support through communities and schools, we're lifting up the whole child. As a proud Purple Star district, we stand with our military.
And we are back. Shady Spring will take over. Ball at the 30-yard line. Calicerto will throw out to the left. It's caught, but immediately that receiver taken down. That's 14, Joel Elliott. 1-yard gain on the play, and that's just the way you draw it up. That was number 9 for the Tigers there on that stop, or on the catch, rather, I'm sorry. Calicerto back again, looking right, left, now right. He'll throw to the short side of the field. Again, same receiver, same result, same tackler. That's Joel Elliott again. A little more of a gain that time. It's going to be 3rd down and short. That's Connor Hoffman, another senior, 6'1", 175, big kid. Makes a nice catch, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So we're going to take a little break ourselves. We're going to have a little 10-minute break, I believe. Fans, stay right with us. We're going to keep the video on the field, and we're just going to go take ourselves a break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Scarborough in the backfield. We are back, fans, and I was wrong. That's not the end of the first quarter. So, again, just some mess ups by us, but we'll get it right. And must have been a timeout by Shady Springs. They used their second timeout.
Now, that was Shade Hedgecock on the run. It looks like they're getting him from a receiver, putting him in the backfield now, see if he can't make a play back there.
It's under a minute to go. Clock ticking. Calicerto takes the snap. He drops back, looking left, under some pressure. He'll roll to the left, and he'll just chuck that thing out of bounds. And the pressure was provided by, is that Jackson Brown? Nope, I can't see who that is over there. Maybe number 91. Those jerseys aren't a little hard to see just exactly who that was. Was that 91? Okay, 91, and that is, I don't have a number 91, so maybe a jersey change there.
These practice jerseys, it's hard to pick up on them sometimes. We'll have their actual numbers here next week when we start up with Midland Trail. Just know number 91 if you're watching the replay back. Good play.
Absolutely. We just don't have a 91 on the roster. So, all right, let's see. Calicerto now in the shotgun. It's Helmer in the backfield, flanked to his left. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Snaps back. Calicerto looking to the right. He's going to throw it deep. He never really had a chance at that ball. Elliott there on the coverage. Intended for Miles Clark, the junior there. And incomplete pass. Good coverage by Elliott. And it will be 3rd down and 10, and I'll take that matchup all day.
Absolutely. Good coverage on the back end. 3rd down and long. Get off the field here again. Now, do you think this is 4-down territory since they went for it last time on 4th and long? If they don't pick up very much here, you think they're going to go for it again?
As long as they don't lose a bunch of yardage, because I'll tell you what, if they lose any yardage here, 1 or 2 quick passes and we're in field goal range.
Yeah.
And so something to think about. They may want to punt this ball even if they don't lose any yardage. An incomplete pass could save time. We've got 2 timeouts. Could be an interesting call here with a field goal kicker like Brown. This time the pass is to the right. It's caught. And it's really close up to the 39. No, he's going to pick up the 1st down. And, well, there goes that.
That's one of those plays where you just tell Miles Clark, go out, run to the sticks, stop, turn around, make a play. And that's what they did. Good throw, good catch. Not bad coverage. I mean, he was still kind of backpedaling away. But not much you can do there.
And I think they're probably just trying not to get beat deep with this much time left. Of course, this would be the first quarter. We are going to take a little break here and reset. Now, Andrew Tanner checking in. Remember that name. He's on the left end, and he fires off quick. I think his size a lot of times will fool others. And we got a timeout. Looks like a timeout, Shady Spring, and Coach Calicerto will talk it over maybe. We'll see what's going on. The Panthers gathering up and getting coached up here. And you're going to see Tanner when in passing situations. And if you watched any of the game, if you were at Sherman last week, you'll notice that he fires off the ball really, really quick.
Yeah, you had mentioned, hey, Andrew Tanner's over here on the left. Watch him. He's got a quick first step. And bam, bam, snap came back, and he was at the quarterback.
Yes, absolutely. And we didn't get much of a chance to talk about Shady before the game. This was a team that went 7-3 last year and it was in the playoffs in the AAA division. So they are a really good football team. Again, returning the quarterback. I know he was hurt some last year as well, but ended up coming back for that playoff game. And Caden Helmer, again, another big name. So these kids are no slouch. They did lose some guys, like we said earlier, in the secondary, and that's where they're weak. But I tell you what, on the offensive side of the ball, those young guys are looking pretty good here. So,
yeah, the quarterback's a coach's son. That's the old cliche. He's been around football all his life. He knows the process. We'll see what he does here in the next couple plays.
It's very high IQ kid. Calicerto now in the shotgun. It's motion from Helmer, and they're going to throw it right to him on the left side, get him out in the open field. He has nowhere to go. Wrapped up multiple Panthers there. Again, that's 91 and several others.
Brody got in there first, Scarborough from the linebacker spot. Slowed him up a little bit, didn't make the tackle, but it held him up long enough for those big guys to get over there and get him on the ground.
You know, I can remember, as Shady takes another timeout, I remember playing myself and coaches telling players, if you can't make the tackle at least slow them down until somebody can come help you.
Yes, yes.
And that's how you make hay. You get everyone running to the football.
And normally what do they tell you to do once you've got them held up? Strip the ball. Go for that ball.
Strip the ball.
First person hold them up. Second person over. Go for the football. I'm sure they were probably doing that, but Helmer had a nice hold on it. Still, keep him to a 1-yard gain. 2nd and long. See if we can't make it 3rd and long.
Absolutely. There's only 14 seconds left now. I haven't seen anybody on the Shady Springs sideline warming up as far as kicking goes. I don't know if they have the ability to kick a field goal or not. I'm going to say probably not from the 30-yard line as we did. However, we'll see what they try to do here with 14 seconds. I believe they're out of timeouts.
Well, I'm going to be honest, Al. I don't know how this clock is working. The end zone clock, I don't really know when it's running and when it's stopped because we've been on about 20 to 14 seconds for the last 6 or 7 plays, it seems like.
Well, we'll check it out here. Let's see. Calicerto in the shotgun from the left hash. He's going to throw it. He's got Helmer running down the middle deep. He's going to throw it to him. He's triple covered. Nowhere to go, and even several Panthers back there. Miles Clark also ended up on that hash there. I think he kind of came over when that ball was in the air. Incomplete nonetheless. That's Colin Elliott, Joel Elliott, and Cohen Ramsey all back there. Good defense by that. Again, a lot of guys back there in that secondary for the Panthers that have played, especially last year, and it's not going to be easy to throw deep against them.
Yeah, good job by the secondary on that one. They knew who Calicerto was going to be looking for. They found him, they got him, and covered him so he couldn't quite get that step that he needed.
It's going to be 3rd down and 8. Ball sits at the 40-yard line of the Panthers. Calicerto looking at the coach. He'll get the snap. He'll drop back to pass, looking. He's got Helmer running deep. Now he's going to get flushed out. Nowhere to go. Good pressure by the Panthers. And that was Ethan McMillian, number 16, out of the secondary. Incomplete. Good pressure there. And I'm going to say something. Ethan McMillian, if that's who that is, if I'm going to check again, what a good start for him.
Absolutely. He's made some plays. I've heard you call his name a few times there. On that last play, I couldn't really tell, but it almost looked like a screen that no one else knew it was a screen. The quarterback and the running back knew, but Clay County was able to string it out there. And nothing for the quarterback to do with the ball.
Absolutely, and that makes it tough. I've got McMillian down, a sophomore, wearing number 16, and a nice play. And I'll tell you, he's been a pleasant surprise on this defense. All right, and we have another timeout. Panthers, 2 seconds remaining, and what do you say, Dill? Probably just going to get some sort of prevent here so that they don't give up anything deep.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say coach is over there talking. I'm telling them, don't let anybody get behind you. We only got a few seconds left here. 4th and long. You gotta think they're going to put the ball in the air. You're not going to run the ball here. You catch everybody off guard if you did, but I don't think that's a very high percentage play.
Well, and you know what scares me the most about these type of plays is when you kind of leave the middle of the field open, that intermediate range, and then guys it's just a scramble.
Yep.
And open field, you get the ball in the hands of somebody who can make a play, and sometimes that's a little scary. Kids get a little too cautious, and then if you see a receiver catch that ball about the 30, 25-yard line, look out.
Yep.
And, of course, the Panthers indeed going to play a prevent style here. We got 3 kids back around the 21, 22-yard line. That's Elliott. Quarterback Collins has checked in the game. In the middle of the field as a safety. Nichols back deep, and Panthers playing a 3-2 up front, and then everybody else in the secondary, 6-man secondary. Helmer will drop back and, of course, pass. He's going to let it fly. He's under pressure.
Screen.
It's a screen in the middle. Here we go. Just what I talked about. And a good job. Shea Hedgecock taken down by Ramsey and Lopez there. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter for real this time. And the Panthers, tell you what, impressed. 10-0. What's your thoughts after that first quarter?
I'm like you. I'm impressed. The offense showed out there for a little bit, made some plays. The defense has stepped up, not let those 2 really good running backs get any running room. Calicerto back there, he's had a little bit of time, but we've gotten some pressure on him as well. So I'm impressed on both sides of the football. And the third side of the football, special teams kicked a 40-yard field goal.
Yes, there's 3 phases to the game, and that's one that the Panthers will most likely have an advantage in probably every game they play. Not many high school kids are going to kick a 40-yard field goal. But I'll tell you, after that first drive defensively, I got to be honest, a little worried that we were going to have trouble stopping the run. But those defensive linemen have stepped up, and I'm seeing different bodies. I think I see a rotation of guys coming in, and that's always a plus when a head coach can rotate the guys up front, because, you know, the harder they can go and the faster they move, that offensive line is going to start getting tired and creates pressure. And, you know, the senior quarterback, Calicerto, had over 1,000 yards passing last year, even with missed time for injury. And so we're not letting him – the more pressure you provide, the tougher it is for him to really do anything. So, again, I agree. Good first quarter. We'll take a little break here, make sure things are good on our end. And, folks, stay tuned. We're going to keep it right here after our commercial break from Clay County Schools. And we'll start back up once the second quarter begins.
Rooted in a proud past and reaching toward a bright future, Clay County Schools is where tradition and innovation come together for every student. With 95% of our teachers certified, our classrooms are led by passionate educators who know that learning begins with connection. Thanks to the support of our community, we're now a one-to-one iPad district, bringing opportunity to every hand and every home. From improved attendance to wraparound support through communities and schools, we're lifting up the whole child. As a proud Purple Star district, we stand with our military families, honoring service and building resilience. And with a 95.9% graduation rate, our students are not just crossing the stage, they're stepping into bright futures. This is Clay County Schools, rooted in tradition, driven by progress, and united in purpose, where every student matters, every moment counts, and the future is brighter because of what we do today.
All right, fans, we are back, and we're getting ready for the second quarter. And Dylan, got a little question for you here.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little trivia, and we're going to start this next week. But just to give you a little preview of what's happening, and all you Panther fans out there watching, if you know, comment in the chat what you think the answer is. And the question is, what Clay County High School Panther holds the single-game record for most receiving yards? Again, that's most receiving yards in a single game. Who is that Panther?
That's a tough one out. We've had some high-octane offenses in the past, so we'll see if anybody can't put the right name in the chat.
Yes. All right, Calicerto takes the ball under center this time. He's going to hand it to Helmer. Nowhere to go. Brody Scarborough from the linebacker position made a nice play. It's going to be second down and 10. And just to give you a little last quick word on that that trivia question there, this Panther was an all-state receiver. He did win all-state honors, and he holds the record. Now, this is not most ever receiving yards. This is most receiving yards in a single game. And, of course, if you want a bonus question, how many yards was that? And it was a lot. So that's the question. Who has the most receiving yards in a single game for the Panthers? All right, we're back here at Helmer again under center, a little different formation, different look for the Tigers. It's number 32. He hasn't been in the game, but a nice pursuit. Again, that's Cohen Ramsey up from the secondary spot. A loss of 3 on that play, and I'm telling you, just no open room in there for these Tigers.
Al, you can speak to this as a former defensive back. That's not easy to go up there and tackle a running back. If you're a little bit smaller on the outside, you're kind of leaving that to the linebackers and defensive line. Impressive stuff by a secondary defensive back to make a nice stop.
It's hard sometimes to stick your head in there, especially you're usually out pounded, pound for pound outweighed by 30 pounds. So good play by Ramsey there. This time back in the shotgun, Colasorto will throw to his right. He's got a man. It's caught at the 40, across to the 42, 43, and he's able to get enough for a first down, and that's just a good play. That's Miles Clark, the junior. They throw to him a lot, and it's a first down, so that's a tough play for that defense.
Yeah, it looked like Colasorto had a couple of options out there. Helmer out of the backfield, and then Clark on the little out route there. He chose the one that looked the most open, and Clark was there. Pick up the first down. See if the defense can't pick it up here, get that defensive line some pressure going again, and don't let them get any momentum going.
Yes, looks like Ramsey will check out of the ball game, and we'll add an extra D lineman. Vince Lopez checks in. So the Panthers gearing up for the run. Snaps back, and it is a run. That is stuffed. That's Clark. Nowhere to go. That's Brown and Lopez again. Lopez, the junior, I believe, Lopez the junior, he had some, I saw his name a lot in JV games last year. It looks like he's made a nice progression this year in helping out that defensive line.
Yeah, that defensive line stepped up there. It looked like a couple of offensive linemen pulling there for Shady Spring, and Clay's defensive line did a good job holding their ground, made the tackle, and second and long here.
All right, Colasorto in the shotgun. Looks like he's flanked to his left by single back. Two receivers left, two receivers right. Helmer in the slot to the right side here. They'll throw out to the left, and that's Snodgrass. Snodgrass is a name I don't know that I've mentioned yet. He's a junior back that, in listening to Coach Colasorto of the Shady Spring Tigers talk, a kid that really could have been starting for a lot of teams last year, but was behind another really good running back, so didn't get as much time. I think he'll have a big year this year.
Yeah, it sounded like he was pretty excited about all the offensive skill guys he has. But Clay, not intimidated by him. They've come in here and, 10-0. Now it's third and long. They're behind the sticks.
Yes, and that linebacking core, and I haven't seen Blake Coleman out there much, but I have seen Nick Williams and Brody Scarborough making a lot of plays. So those guys are doing an excellent job here. Colasorto will pass. He's looking to his left. He's going to throw it over the middle deep. It's covered by Nichols. Nice play. Just how you draw it up. Jacoby Nichols gets up, gives the incomplete signal, and I tell you, he's just like glue out there on his receiver. Nowhere to throw that football. And notice, Dill, did you notice how he made a play as the ball hit the receiver's hands?
Absolutely. Didn't go too early and get the penalty called on him. He said, I'm going to wait, just at the right time, knock it away. Good job. No choice here for Shady, but I think to punt.
Yeah, I think they have to punt. If you don't get this as well as the Panthers have moved the ball, it puts us in a good position. So back deep to receive the punt, we got two guys. That's Elliott and Nichols. Will receive the punt.
Standing on about the 15.
And there's no rush. Again, special teams being and no return either. That ball's caught by Elliott at the 25, and that's where the Panthers will take over. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the Panthers drive.
Rooted in a proud past and reaching toward a bright future, Clay County Schools is where tradition and innovation come together for every student. With 95% of our teachers certified, our classrooms are led by passionate educators who know that learning begins with connection. Thanks to the support of our community, we're now a one-to-one iPad district, bringing opportunity to every hand and every home. From improved attendance to wraparound support through communities and schools, we're lifting up the whole child.
And we're back. We had to cut that commercial short. The offense on the field, it's Collins. He hands it to Scarborough to the right side, makes one man miss. Now he's wrapped up, taken down at the 28-yard line. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Dale.
That's a good play by Brody just to get what you can get. It looked like Shady Springs' defensive line was there initially, and instead of getting tackled behind the line, he said, I'm going to pick up 2 or 3, just make a play. Make it second and 7, second and 6 instead of second and 12.
Absolutely. Again, running backs tend to sometimes get better as the game goes along. So we'll see. Collins going to throw out to his left now to Nichols, little bubble screen. He's immediately wrapped up maybe some missed block assignments that time. Nowhere to go, maybe a loss of a yard on the play. He almost made it back to the line of scrimmage, which was a credit to him on that one. Just nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's the same play we scored the touchdown on a little bit earlier. It looked like Shady was ready for it that time. I'd say we'll come back to it later. That's another one of those bread and butter plays for us.
Yes, and the Panthers not huddling. It's 3rd down and 8, a little longer than we'd like. Collins in the shotgun. We got running back to the right. He's going to swing to the right. Collins going to roll to his right. He's looking. He's got Scarborough wide open at the 40. Caught. 50, regains his balance. The 45-40 down at the 39-yard line. And again, just a nice play, a nice design. Get Collins out of the pocket where he can evade that rush. And Scarborough running right across his face. Just hit him there wide open, and a nice recovery there. Nearly fell down, did Scarborough, making that catch. However, he recovered. We're right back across midfield, and we're nearing field goal range and looking for a touchdown.
Good job by Brody getting open, making a play. Good job by Cooper hitting him in stride, making a nice play there.
That's how we like it. Collins again in the shotgun. Scarborough to his left. They'll hand to Scarborough up the middle. He's hit immediately, and they're just having a hard time with that defensive line up the middle. That was 55 and 67 of the Tigers. That's going to be...
We got Brad Cox and Brady Lasik, who we've called a couple times, 6'1" and 6'2", respectively. Big kids there in the middle.
Both at 230, both seniors. Yeah, those kids are going to be, that should be expected.
It's tough to run up the middle. Going to maybe have to go east and west on them, but I think Coach Nichols and Coach Collins want to see if we've got what it takes to run up the middle, because this isn't the only big defensive line we're going to see this year.
Absolutely. Ramsey now will go motion right to left. Collins will look to his left again. There's that bubble screen play. This time, Nichols again, nowhere to go. We're unable to get that block down, and it's going to be 3rd down and medium to long.
Yeah, that was Blake Snodgrass out there again. We've called his name a couple times. That was the first time I think we've called it defensively. Tried to make a move out there on him. Just a good football play on defense to make the tackle. It's going to be 3rd, like you said, 3rd and medium here. See if we can't pick it up.
I think maybe they're doing some different things with formations when they run that play, and maybe why there's not as much blocking as opposed to others. This time it's trips left. Single receiver Elliott to the right. He's one-on-one. Collins will roll to his right. He's going to look towards Elliott, but he's under too much pressure. He tried to throw that ball. Did he fumble it? Oh, man,
yes.
What a mistake. He tried to throw that thing. Looked like his arm maybe was going forward. However, he was being hit right at that same time, and they're going to call it a fumble.
Yeah, Cooper tried to make a play on that one. Snodgrass, he didn't see him coming off the backside, and honestly, that play went for a little bit longer than you really want a play to go. Somebody's going to on the defense is going to make a play if it goes for that long, and Snodgrass made it. I think Cooper will tell you maybe just throw it away next time, but trying to make a play, you can't fault him for that, especially on 3rd and long.
I think he was trying to throw that ball away and just couldn't get his arm enough of a motion. And, of course, with no replay in high school, they're going to leave that up to a fumble.
Yeah.
And Shady Springs will take over a turnover, first one of the game. The Tigers will take over at the 45, their own 45. Calacerto is in the shotgun. He'll hand it to number 21. Nowhere to go. Again, that defensive line and those linebackers are starting to feel more and more confident. That's 51, Jaden Morris in there on that one. Jaden was out a series or two there, and with him back in there, it just gets even more scary for that offensive line to try to block.
Yeah, he's not a small guy either. He says you can talk about how big Shady Springs defensive line is, but I'm not a small cat myself.
Absolutely, and Morris, a senior this year, had a really good year last year, a big part of that playoff push for this Panther team. And he'll look to make his presence known all season long. Calacerto again. He's in the shotgun. He's flanked to the right by Helmer. Pass goes out, no correction. Helmer in the slot. He catches that ball at the 45. He'll get to the 47. Not really anywhere to go, and that's key. Don't let those big guys get their wheels turning, because then they're hard to tackle. Bring them down while they're standing still.
You know what I'm impressed with there, Al? Swing out to the right. Who's making the tackle on that? 73 and 51. Two big defensive linemen making their way out to the sideline to make a tackle.
You know, the Panthers aren't really huge on the front line, but they move well. And that sometimes gives teams fits when our guys move it really well up front. And those linebackers, of course, they're flying everywhere, making plays, just what you want to see. Calicerto will take the snap. He's going to drop back and throw into the flat to Snodgrass. He'll head upfield. He's out of bounds. Not enough for a first down right at midfield. It'll be 4th and 5, and we'll see if they decide to punt it away.
It looks like this is maybe four down territory again, or maybe they bring the punter out and work on that special teams a little bit. That was Snodgrass out of the backfield. Shady Spring really working some guys into the backfield here. We're making some plays on the defensive side to keep them from getting the first down.
Looks like maybe Coach Calicerto trying to find out who's going to be that guy that he wants to hand the ball to when he needs a play. This series, it's been Hedgecock out of the backfield, and Helmer has been in the slot a lot. So we'll see what happens here. Hedgecock again in the backfield. We got trips to the short side. Maybe a little movement, no call there. He's going to throw to his right. He's all covered up. Helmer. Oh, and they throw a flag. I don't know what that's going to be. That may be on the Panthers, but I don't know. I disagree. I don't know that there was a whole lot of contact there. What did you see?
Yeah, he was trying to make a play on the ball. He might have gotten to him a smidge early, but good play by Shady. Give it a chance and make the referee make a call or don't make a call, and he made the call that time.
Yeah, they're going to call that on the Panthers. That was probably the linebacker Williams. And Nick Williams is not afraid to put his head down and get right in the middle there. But notice he was out in pass coverage that time.
Absolutely.
He can do them both. Get those plays out of the way early on, and see if we can't clean that up for next week.
See if the defensive line can get some pressure here. If it's a pass play, try to get some pass rush to help some of these secondary players out.
Best drive of the night for the Tigers since the first drive of the game. Helmer will go in motion right to left. They're going to hand it to him to the left, trying to get out wide. Look like he's got some green room to run. We got a flag on the play. Looks like a holding as Helmer takes it all the way down to the 16. Let's check the flag. I have a feeling this may be a hold.
Yeah, that was such a big hole there in the middle. It almost had to be a hold, and that's exactly what it was. This one will be coming back.
Looks like maybe the blockers couldn't get their feet all the way around again because of the quickness of the Panther defensive line. And not surprised there to see a flag. We'll back them up 5. That's something that will kill a drive very quickly is penalties. Put yourself behind the sticks early, and you're going to struggle.
Absolutely. It puts you in almost you have to throw the ball. And if the defense knows you have to throw it, what are they going to do?
It gets some pressure.
Put their ears back and go after you.
I wonder if they'll check in Tanner here soon. It's going to be 1st and 20. So the Tigers have 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Helmer is in the slot to the left. Hedgecock the back, flank to the left of Calicerto. He stands at the 50 in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll look, quick throw to the left. Ball's caught by Snodgrass at the 40. And not a bad 5-yard pickup there, and probably about what you'd expect. Get the ball out quick. Hopefully somebody makes a play, but if nothing else, gain some positive yardage. And the Panthers got to be careful here. We can't give up too many of those. We got them in long distance here.
No, I think you'll still take that if you're Clay. Keep them in front of you. Don't let them make a big play. And you're still behind the sticks, 2nd and long again. Just don't let them pick up a bunch here. Looks like we got some confusion in the back here with some of the defensive backs. They've got it figured out. They're back ready to go.
And whistles on the play, official timeout.
Something with some equipment. They were trying to fix it back there, and a good job by the official to spot it. Don't want anybody to start playing with faulty equipment there.
Yeah, it looks like Nichols couldn't get that chin strap buckled all the way. He's set to go now. And we're ready to play. 2:47 to go. Calicerto in the shotgun. Ooh, some early movement up front, and just like that, it's going to be we're back to 2nd and 10.
That's what you can't have on that play. Just got to watch the ball if you're on the defensive line.
68, Clevenger will check out of the game.
Oh, he's going to do some push-ups over there on the side. He knows he made a mistake, and he won't make that mistake again. He'll watch the ball next time and not jump across too early.
You know, you don't even have to tell those guys, get your push-ups in when you jump off sides. It's a thing from day one. Calicerto will throw to the right side. Incomplete. Looks like maybe a little miscommunication from the offensive side. You got number 4 over there for the Tigers holding his hands up like, did someone not do something right?
Yeah, number 6, Clark, was out there. Looked like he was throwing a block on the defensive backs, and Calicerto tried to throw him the ball. He wasn't ready for it. Looked like maybe Andrew Baker was out there expecting the ball to come to him.
Baker had his arms out like, are you going to throw it to me? I'm wide open. And just a little miscommunication there. Looks like the quarterback had something in mind. The receivers had something else, and we're 3rd and long here, 3rd and 9.
Al, after that penalty for us, it's nice to have a little mistake from them, maybe get it back 3rd and long instead of 2nd and long. Now.
Absolutely. Let's make a play here. This could be 4-down territory. Calicerto in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He's looking over the middle, looking. He's going to step up and run. He's still under pressure. Nowhere to go. Taking down a sack. That's number 52 of the Panthers. Adam Canfield, the young freshman, makes a play, and it's going to be 4th down and long. I still think probably they'll go for it here, but, man, what a big play and a drive-changing sack.
I'll tell you, Al, there's no better feeling than getting a sack on 3rd and long, make it a 4th and long, and Andrew did a good job there stringing it out. Calicerto tried to escape to the left, couldn't get out of the grasp of Canfield there.
4th down and long, and I think we know it's going to be a pass. Looks like the Panthers got that high shell in the secondary here. Calicerto will take the snap. He'll look over the middle. He's got receivers streaking down. He's going to throw it towards Helmer down the right side, and, yeah, just McMillian with the interference call. I don't think that's going to be enough for a 1st down. However, it's going to make it much more manageable. McMillian a step behind, just threw his hands up there, and when that ball is thrown short like it is, it's very hard not to get a penalty.
Yeah, from up here where we can see it real well, you could see that one coming from a mile away. The ball was up in the air for a long time. Helmer tried to come back for it, and it looked like McMillian just got into him a little bit too early. That's a pretty easy call for the ref there. A couple of them have been a little maybe questionable, iffy, but a pretty easy call for the official there.
You know, Calicerto, when he throws that ball, that elbow of his on his arm is just way out wide, and he slings it from a wide angle, and I think it just leaves it up there to hang. So as a defensive back, you've got to recognize that ball is going to hang in the air a little bit, which can be an advantage to you, as it can help you gain some yardage back on a receiver, but also you got to be careful. So easy to get a penalty when that ball hangs in the air. You just run right into the receiver not knowing what's happening, and in that case, you see it. It's 4th and,
4th and very short.
An inch, maybe. I assume we'll see Helmer here.
Maybe a quarterback sneak. Nope.
It's Snodgrass, and I don't know if he got it.
I don't think he did, Al. Unless they give
second effort. It's going to be very close. Panthers pointing back to their direction.
I'll tell you what, initially he did not have the yardage unless they give him that extra little fight he did at the end. It looks like they're going to say, no go.
What a play. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can have big splashy plays, but being able to get off the field on 4th and inches, that is impressive. That is that's what you want to see. Being able to suck it up in there and not, especially against a big team like that. Awesome job. Awesome job. And the Panthers, with 1:15 to go, will come back out on the field. Let's see if we can do anything in the short term here. It looks like Williams is going to step into the backfield here. So we got a 3-back system. It's going to be a handoff. Ball's loose. His communication. Cooper Collins will just keep it, and he's taken down at the 20. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, we got to get that snap down first, make sure we catch the ball. And now we're behind the chains a little. Let's see if we can't get that back.
And timeout, is that correct? I don't know who called the timeout.
Yeah. Timeout on the field for sure.
We had a 3-back system there, kind of a monster backfield, and just maybe some communication on who was to go where and which way was Collins going to turn. So just an interesting play. All right, Dill, while we got a chance, I know you've thought about that trivia question. All you fans out there, if you want to make a guess, please do. We are wanting to know who holds the single-game record for most receiving yards. Again, what receiver in Clay County history has the most single-game receiving yards? This was in 2019 is the only hint I'm going to give you. It occurred in 2019, if that helps. I know we've had a few really good receivers out there. At the end of this game, we're going to reveal it. Who holds the record for single-game receiving yards? And this occurred in 2019. So we're looking for that name. Again, we are 1:15 from the answer, so see what you can come up with as the Panther offense will come back out on the field at the 21, I'm going to say. Is that right?
Yeah, the 21-yard line.
21-yard line. We'll see what we do here with it with 1:15. Not much time left. We got a 10-0 lead. Not that winning a scrimmage is the most important thing, but hate to give up something silly here, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Again, it's that same backfield. Scarborough, Nichols, and Williams in the backfield. Collins takes the snap. He hands it to Nichols. Nowhere to go. Immediately taken down by the defense, and another loss. And let's just maybe get out of here before something bad happens. That was Nichols on the carry, I believe, for the Panthers. And there to make the stop was big 67, I believe, Brady Lasik. I couldn't tell the number, but
looks like we got another timeout here on the field.
Another timeout on the field. And the ball sets at about now the 16-yard line. Kind of hard to tell from this angle. 16-yard line, and we do have one. We have some submitted answers here I'm checking out. We'll get to that again. Make your best guess. We got 1:04 to go. What receiver in 2019 is the year has the most receiving yards in a single game? And then if you think you know it, how many yards was that? I want to take a guess. And it's impressive for a high school football game. He has this record by 100 yards, just to give you an idea. It's really hard to get that one. So
yeah, Al, when I was looking at that number, you showed it to me earlier, I was shocked. I thought maybe this is for maybe a half season of how many receiving yards, but no, this is for a single game.
One single game back in 2019. Pretty impressive stuff. We'll reveal that at the end of this quarter. All right, so here we go. The Tigers defense back on the field. It's 3rd down and a country mile for the Panthers. Collins will be in the shotgun. He has 3 backs in the backfield, Scarborough, Nichols, and Williams. And Collins is in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it. No, he's going to throw it out to the right to Nichols. He's able to make one man miss. Goes down at the 22-yard line. Able to make some positive yardage. And it's going to be 4th down and 12 or 13. Timeout on the field. And we'll see who called that timeout, what they're doing, maybe to get the punting team out on the field. I assume we'll punt here, and let's not give up an easy touchdown here at the end as we're up 10-0.
That's a good job. Good offensive play there. The run up the middle hadn't worked the last couple of times. They're kind of expecting it maybe. So we toss it out, get it to a playmaker, let him pick up 4 or 5 yards, make it a little more manageable. You're not right up against the end zone for the punt, if that's what we choose to do, which I would assume that's what we're going to do here.
All right, so Calicerto coaching him up. I'm sure he's telling him watch for any kind of fake or anything with this much time left, and maybe even setting up a little return here. Although they're not going to return this ball, so no, they're not going to set up a return.
So Jackson's going to have a chance here to boom one. See if you can't really switch the field position, get it over into their territory. You just don't want to set them up with great field position with less than a minute to go.
Yeah, make it hard for him to throw it down in there to the end zone. So Helmer is back along with number 6, and it looks like a smaller, speedy guy. That is Miles Clark. They're standing at about the 45-yard line. Brown at his own 10. He'll catch the snap. Fumbled it a little bit. Now he booms one away. Not his best punt, but that's for his standards. For normal average high school punter, that would be a good punt.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Able to at least get them across the 50. They'll start at their own 48. There's 43 seconds remaining in this game, I guess you could say. And the Panthers will come out and play some more defense here and put a good showing out here. And Dale, also coming up after this game, of course, the JV is going to play, so we're going to stay right here and broadcast some JV. But we do have an update on the turf situation at Bradley Field. So we'll be bringing that to you as soon as this game is over. 43 seconds. We got an update again on the turf situation and what maybe next week, what we know to this point. So we will bring that to you very soon. I was able to make a trip down there and got to see some progress on it, so I'll bring that update just as soon as we finish up here. Calicerto is in the shotgun. There's 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Panthers in a 4-2 defense here. They're going to bring some pressure from the linebacker position. Calicerto throws out to his right. A nice catch by Cade Helmer, and he's out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Colin Elliott, Ethan McMillian, two younger guys over there on the coverage, and that's a nice placed ball there by Calicerto, and Helmer just makes a play on it, and just like that, they're in Panther territory, and another short completion, and you can get a ball to the end zone, and he was able to get out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a little more chunky yards you'd like to give up. Again, we're keeping them in front of us, though. You don't want anybody behind you, so you can give up the big play, but you don't want to give up another one of those huge chunk plays.
Absolutely here. So this time we got trips to the left for the Tigers. Panthers brought some pressure that time. We'll see if they do it again. We got some movement up front. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Tigers, and that'll push them back 5, and that's not helping anything.
You get kind of jumpy over there on the offensive line. You know what you're supposed to do. You're waiting for that snap count. Sometimes your muscle memory just says, get out of here a little quicker than I need to.
Yes.
And that's what he did there, but we'll back him up 5, and first and long.
First down and long, and more importantly than maybe being behind the chains, it puts him that much farther away from that end zone.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. He's going to throw quick to his left.
Some blockers out there.
He's got some blockers out there.
Good job.
Tackle made by Scarborough, and that's the middle linebacker out there making a play on the outside, chasing down a wide receiver. That's what you want to see.
I got a little nervous when I saw those blockers going around leading out the front, but Brody made a nice play getting over there and stopping him before he could make a big gain.
You're exactly right there. And Scarborough coming back from a whole year off due to injury, illness, whatever have you. Calicerto's going to throw deep to the right. He's got a man open. It's Helmer all the way down to the 10. He steps out of bounds at the 8. Oh, my. And just like that, with 5 seconds, we're going to have a shot at the end zone here. Helmer made a nice catch. He had a step on McMillian. 5 seconds to go, and it's first down and goal from the 7-yard line. So we'll see what we got.
I tell you, Al, even though he gave up the big play, he was able to get him to the ground before he got to the end zone. So
yes,
you live to play another down here.
That's what you got to do. And I thought for a moment he was going to escape and get into the end zone, but McMillian able to make a catch there, or a stop there, held on just enough to drag him out of bounds. First down and goal. Here we go, first real opportunity for Shady Spring to put any points on the board. Calicerto throws to his left. He's going to throw the fade against Nichols, and oh, yeah, he came. Again, he was early. Nichols, I think he was trying to anticipate, but Calicerto's ball just hangs in the air a little too much, and that's a tough play, and there's so much room over there. It's going to be pass interference on Nichols, and that'll move it up to the, I don't know, is it half the distance?
I would assume so from here, yeah.
Man, that's
a tough play out there. You're on an island by yourself out there. The ball's in the air, like you said, for a long, long time.
Yes, and I'll tell you what, again, that ball just hangs in the air so long that if you're turned around, you're going to run right into that receiver. If you don't get your body around, they have to adjust to that and make sure they know.
And this will probably be our last play. 3 seconds left.
Helmer in the slot to the right. We got Snodgrass in the slot to the left. Motion, Helmer goes right to left. It's trips. He's out in the flat. He dropped it. Incomplete. Coverage by Cohen Ramsey. He was there. Ramsey was there, but the ball still had a chance to be caught. Helmer couldn't make the catch, and that is how it will end before we go to some JV action. 10-0. Panthers will win it, and that'll be the final tune-up for next week's game against Midland Trails. They open up against the Patriots. And, Dill, I tell you, I was more impressed than I thought I would be. You hate to say that, but I didn't think it would be this smooth offensively for us. And after that first drive defensively, I was a little worried we wouldn't be able to stop the run. But I was impressed. What did you think?
Yeah, when we talked to Coach Nichols on the Coaches Show this week, he talked about some things he really wanted to clean up. Just some small mistakes that he saw during the Sherman game. I think he's going to be excited at what he saw today. I think he and Coach Collins are going to be pretty happy with what they saw. Did we make every play? No. But we made enough to beat a really, really solid Shady Spring football team. I think we took advantage a little bit of those, what Coach Calicerto was worried about, that young, inexperienced defensive back room.
Absolutely.
Shady's got some athletes, and we were able to come out here with a 10-0 victory.
Absolutely. Saw some spots of good runs mixed in with some good passing. Cooper Collins looked really comfortable out of the shotgun there, trusting his receivers. You can tell there's been a lot of work put in that passing game, so I was impressed. And before we go to break, we do have an update on the turf. I'll give that to you in a moment, but I want to get back to this trivia question for you, this Panther trivia question. The receiver in 2019 who had the most receiving yards in a single game, and that is Mr. Logan Vance. Logan Vance is the good job, Josh. You do not get any extra fantasy football points for that.
No, sir.
But we appreciate your answer. All right, guys, we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll bring it back with some JV action.
Rooted in a proud past and reaching toward a bright future, Clay County Schools is where tradition and innovation come together for every student. With 95% of our teachers certified, our classrooms are led by passionate educators who know that learning begins with connection. Thanks to the support of our community, we're now a one-to-one iPad district, bringing opportunity to every hand and every home. From improved attendance to wraparound support through communities and schools, we're lifting up the whole child. As a proud Purple Star district, we stand with our military families, honoring service and building resilience. And with a 95.9% graduation rate, our students are not just crossing the stage, they're stepping into bright futures. This is Clay County Schools, rooted in tradition, driven by progress, and united in purpose, where every student matters, every moment counts, and the future is brighter because of what we do today.
All right, we're back, and the JV getting a tune-up here. Again, our answer to our trivia question, Logan Vance in 2019 versus Grafton, he had a total of 291 receiving yards. That's an NFL stat line there against Grafton. So Logan Vance, of course, Logan was an all-state winner for the Panthers and a great receiver. So if Logan, if you're out there listening or watching this back, congratulations on that game. I'm sure you remember that.
Yeah, that's a stat line you can remember for a while.
That is a big stat line. Real quick, I know I promised everyone an update. I was able to walk down to the football field this afternoon and was able to check on the turf. And as of yesterday, they were sewing the numbers and the lines and the end zone logos and all the graphics that go on the field. And it was coming together nicely. Now, I don't know if we'll have enough time to finish everything before we play a week 1 game. Next week there, we will be able to give you probably an answer for sure by Monday. That'll come out. And I know AD Sean Krajewski was working tirelessly to make sure he got all the information. And we'll get it out to you plenty early enough for sure. And but it's coming along very nicely. And if you haven't seen it, you need to check it out. Really awesome thing there. So, we're set. JV action.
Al, it looks like we got Jacob Claypool, junior quarterback, as the quarterback for the JV team for Shady Spring.
Jacob Claypool. And Dale, you'll have to help me with those names.
Yeah, we'll work on it.
For the Panthers, they're in a 5-3 defense here. It's a handoff to the right, being chased by Lopez. And a secondary. He's got room to run, and he's going.
I think we got
flag on the play.
Come back, Al.
And, yeah, he'll run down there just for a warm-up. Shepard will come back.
Freshman Shepard McGinnis around the right side. I think we could all see that hold right there in the middle of the field. Still feels good for a freshman to run down the field like that with your first touchdown. Kind of a letdown to see the flag in the middle, but definitely a hold on Shady Spring there.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised things getting a little chippy first play. I don't know if it was if viewers were able to see it or not, but we had a little chippiness on the sideline there. Looks like a Shady Spring blocker kind of caught one of our kids unawares and just kind of rolled him out of bounds and continued to shove him down. We'll see there. I don't know. I was late kind of looking over there as I was watching the runner. But
looks like they're trying to figure out where the chains need to go. Sometimes on a penalty like that, it's hard to really figure out where the ball needs to be spotted.
Got to keep those chains right there until they make the call. So it's 1st down and 10. Ball is at the 41 of Shady Spring. And we're in a shotgun. We got motion right to left. Low snap. It's Corral. He's rolling to the left. He has a man number 30 across the 40 to the 35. A hard block. And, you hate to see that. That's just a hard block. Another flag on a play. That's what we call a blindside block, folks, and you hate to see that anytime. That's Colton Hill, and he's a tough kid.
You used to be able to make that block. Not anymore. They're kind of taking that out of the game. That's a hard hit. It looks like he's up and walking back across the field there. The official did a good job throwing the flag.
You don't ever want to see that. And when a kid's running and is unable to see somebody coming, they're just unable to protect themselves. And I know kids want to make big hits, and they may want to make it look flashy on film. However, just can't do that before we get someone hurt. And I'm noticing we got some information in the chat here. Josh, I know you would like those week 5 fantasy victory, but I don't know. Your chances don't look good, my friend. I think that Cowboy Up team's looking good. And also, hearing from Logan. Thanks for tuning in, Logan. Yeah, 291 yards, and looking through the record books, that one flashed out to me. So great job, bud. Congratulations.
Good job by Clay's defensive line on this play. Shady not able to pick up much, if any at all.
I'm telling you what, defensive line, both JV and varsity, has been good in 2 weeks.
If I'm not mistaken, that's Lopez in there again. He played a little varsity, now he's making some JV plays. I'm with you, Al. It was some really good defensive line play.
I wasn't quite as I wasn't sure how it would go. I know last week Sherman had a lot of skill guys back, but they were young up front, and so I thought we may be able to get some pressure. But this line for Shady Spring, those guys have been playing a lot, and which means these JV guys behind them have been having some stiff competition. And I just figured that it would be a little tougher. However, not that way for the Panthers.
Yeah, they're impressing me this evening.
Snap is back and a hit. No, it's an option play. He's going to throw it out to the right, out of bounds. John Paxton there to make the play, and that's 53. Is that TJ Pritt? I believe that's 53. TJ Pritt made a nice, had some nice penetration there from that right side. Although the play went to the right, it looked like he got some penetration there. So
yeah, that fake fooled me. I thought he had a stop in the backfield, and then they're running to the right with a little pitch there, a little option. Luckily, it went out of bounds. I think we had it strung out pretty well to where even if they make that little pitch, it's not going to go anywhere. But we'll take it for sure. Third and very long now. Third and, a country mile? Third and to Beckley?
Third and about Beckley for a first down. Linebackers in the game for the Panthers. We have Matthew Neely, Colton Hill back out there, number 30. Good to see him out there. What a tough kid. And 53, Pritt as well. Secondary consists of Stricker and looks like Tyler Bird and Blankenship. And we'll get you your defensive lineman here in just a moment. It's a big third down here, third and long. Don't get beat deep. Paxton also in the game as a free safety. Motion is right to left. Bad snap.
It's a hold.
He's being held. I don't know if there's a flag or not. However, he's going to chuck it downfield, out of bounds, coverage by Stricker. And I don't know if they even threw a flag. There was definitely a hold.
Must not have saw it. He was able to, the quarterback Claypool was able to escape to his left, was looking for the receiver down the sideline. Actually a pretty good throw for a JV quarterback there. Got a lot of distance on that one. But it was just inaccurate. Couldn't quite get it to him. Good pressure by Clay. Bring up a 4th and long.
He was rolling out to his left as well. We want to note that. What's his name? What's the name for that quarterback?
Jacob Claypool.
That's right. Claypool with a impressive 35 yards in the air rolling the opposite way. So they're going to punt it here. Back deep for the Panthers is Paxton. And is that Bird or Stricker? I can't tell. 17. Thank you, Tara. That's Kanan Payton, rather.
All right.
Kanan Payton is back deep. That ball bounce, and they'll pick it up at the, I don't know, where we're going to start, 30-yard line maybe?
Yeah, well, it looks like they're going to put it down about the 37.
37-yard line.
Maybe right where he touched it first.
Okay, I didn't know if they would just reset or what would happen here. So the Panther offense back on the field. We're going to try to take a break. If we can't get through this commercial, we'll bring you right back before the next play.
Rooted in a proud past and reaching toward a bright future, Clay County Schools is where tradition and innovation come together for every student. With 95% of our teachers certified, our classrooms are led by passionate educators who know that learning begins with connection. Thanks to the support of our community, we're now a one-to-one.
And we're back, unable to, with scrimmage time, just unable to get through. We'll get that commercial showing. Neely, the runner, and he takes it up to the 41-yard line. Gain of 4, nice gain for Neely on first down, and stay ahead of the chains. It's 2nd down and 6. Paxton, the quarterback. Neely, the tailback. We got Peyton, receiver to the right. We got Bird and Blankenship out to the left, and in the slot.
That's Stricker.
That's Cole Boggs in the slot.
All right.
Snap is back. Paxton hands the Neely off left side, makes a man miss, now cuts back to his right, up to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Panther JV offense.
That's a nice cut back here to the right. Make a little play, get it 3rd and short. See if we can't pick this one up and get across midfield here.
All right, so let me see if I can get this right here. We have Kanan Payton to the right. We got Jackson Stricker also over here to the right, number 20, and Cole Boggs, number 24. All the way back to the left is Jackson Blankenship. So here we go. Paxton will hand it to Neely, 3rd time in a row. He's got the first down. He'll roll forward nearly to the 50. We'll call it the 49 of the Panthers. And first down, that's all you can ask for in JV football.
Absolutely. Keep the chains moving, pick up first down after first down, and try to get down to the end zone and score. It looks like our clock is stopped. So, again, I'm not really sure how that clock work is going to they're running it now.
Maybe just to move the chains.
Yeah, they're running it now for sure.
Paxton in the shotgun now. He will throw the ball some, so be ready for that. Neely the back once again. We got trips left, single receiver Peyton to the right. Snap is back. It's a pitch to Neely out wide. He's got nobody there to hit that linebacker. Don't know what the assignment was. Gain of not quite 1. We'll call it 2nd and 10.
Like you said, Al, a couple guys out there to make a block, but they didn't quite get the blocks in. Good job to pick up 1. Again, stay ahead of the sticks. Don't get behind them.
I'll try to get you some names here, the offensive line. I know right tackle 77 Isaiah Ramsey. Snap is back. A nice block by 53 Pritt. He's on the offensive line. That's a gain of 3 or 4. It'll be 3rd down and short. We got 76 Richard Runyon in the game. We got 63. That's Holden Weinbrenner.
Number 30, Tucker Harvey.
That may be your 5 on the offensive line. Blankenship out wide left. We got trips right this time. Peyton, Stricker, and Boggs. Paxton in the shotgun. Neely, the running back. He steps up to block. Paxton's going to throw. He's got time now. He'll step forward. Nowhere to go. He's sacked back at the 45, and that maybe just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, that was Christian Ellis getting through there, making a play. Looked like Cole Boggs might have been open on a little out route around the sticks, but that's a long throw for the quarterback to make. 4th down, about what, 12, 13 here?
We'll call it 12. We'll probably punt.
Who is that punting? 53.
That's TJ Pritt, backup kicker.
He came and read to us on Dr. Seuss Week, and he told us he's been working on his punting, so I want to see just how much he's been working on that here.
Well, I know TJ goes right along with Jackson Brown to a lot of these kicking camps, and I can attest he has been working on it some, and
it's not bad.
Not a bad kick. It'll hit at the 22-yard line, and he kicked that thing from the 42, so 28 plus 8, 36 yards in the air.
You'll take it.
Not bad. Didn't get the bounce he wanted, but again, when you can get that much yards, you kind of flip the field there a little bit and make sure you don't give them good field position.
Absolutely. I think he'll feel good about that. Get it to the other side of the field, like you said. They're in their own territory now. It's a long way to go. What are we at, the 27-yard line? So, yeah, long way to go to the end zone. Defense needs to step up, make some plays, get the ball back.
That's right. On the defensive line for the Panthers, that's 77 Isaiah Ramsey. 63, that would be Holden Weinbrenner, as I said before. 67, Colin Lane in the game. And number 52, that's Adam Canfield for the Panthers. That's your 4-down lineman. Across the middle in the linebacking spots, you got Pritt and Hill and Neely. And in the secondary, you got Blankenship, Peyton, Stricker,
and Paxton. Looks like they're going to take a page out of the varsity book and go split back in the backfield, but it also looks like we might have a timeout.
Another timeout.
I'm not sure. Got an equipment. Something wrong with equipment, maybe a knee pad.
Got to have knee pads.
Yes.
You cannot play without knee pads.
Not real sure what's going on. He's
All right, we got him set.
Just
Maybe
pull him down a little bit. There we go.
Yep. Get those fixed, young man. You get right back out there. Got to protect those knees.
That's right.
All right. It's a snap handoff to the right. That's the same guy that ran a touchdown earlier. Same play. No holding this time. They take him down at the 37-yard line. A nice gain.
Yeah, that was Tucker Harvey.
Right at 10 yards. We'll see if they mark it a first down. No, they're going to call it second and very short.
I'm with you, Al. That looked very close to the first down. I thought he actually had it, but we'll set him up a little bit short here.
Second and short. I imagine we'll see the same running back.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to put it in the air. That's where, as a defensive linebacker crew, you need to make sure you
get off those blocks, get
off the blocks, get in there and make a play.
We got two receivers left, two receivers right. Motion right to left. And he's going to throw it out into the backfield. Fumbled for a minute. He caught it. Taken down by Hill at the 39-yard line. Just enough for a first down. He needed one. He got 1.5.
Yep.
At the 39-yard line, and it'll be first down and 10. And maybe that's good. Just reset the chains here. Defense get back where they need to go, get lined up. A lot of young guys out there, freshmen and sophomores out there on the field for the JV. So this is a good learning experience for these guys.
Absolutely. Third and short, you get kind of jittery. Oh, I got to make a play. Got to make a play. Maybe first and 10. It's a little easier to play with 10 yards behind you than a couple inches.
Absolutely. So we've got quarterback under center. He's going to do some sort of option. Ran into his tackle. Ball's on the ground. He's going to try to take it back the other way. He's going deep in his own territory. We got Canfield chasing him down. He'll make the tackle out of bounds. And, yeah, just confusion from the start. He tried to run an option, but I think that left tackle just got shoved right into his face. And he just kind of lobbed it out there. This JV team, I will note, this is the same team that many of you watched play a championship game against a very good Braxton County Middle School team. Had lost to them earlier in the year, and maybe even twice, and came back out and beat that Braxton County team when it mattered most in the championship game. So these kids know how to win. They have some heart, and they're showing it here. Quarterback is flanked to his left by running back. We got trips left in a bunch formation. He'll drop back and look left. He's going to throw it over the middle. Wobbly ball, nearly intercepted by Neely. Paxton there also just didn't get their hands out to catch that thing. Maybe thinking about, am I where I'm supposed to be, and not watching that ball. And sometimes you just got to look for the ball and make a play.
Yeah, we had a couple of guys there ready to make it. Maybe you're going to make the play, you're going to make the play. Couldn't figure it out. But still, third and very, very long. You got them right where you want them. That defensive line's been playing excellent so far this game. This is where, as a defensive lineman, third and super long, pin your ears back and go after the quarterback.
5:27 to play, and I'm sorry if you're hearing some of that echo. I'm sure no one of our listeners wants a Shady Spring blanket, but if you do, you'd have to be here at the game.
I definitely don't want one today. It's a little bit too hot for a blanket.
Not sure they're going to be a whole lot successful selling blankets today, but maybe in those fall, October, November games, you might want one. All right, we've got a timeout on the field, 5:27 to go. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Rooted in a proud past and reaching toward a bright future, Clay County Schools is where tradition and innovation come together for every student. With 95% of our teachers certified, our classrooms are led by passionate educators who know that learning begins with connection. Thanks to the support of our community, we're now a one-to-one iPad district, bringing opportunity to every hand and every home. From improved attendance to wraparound support through communities and schools, we're lifting up the whole child. As a proud Purple Star district, we stand with our military families, honoring service and building resilience. And with a 95.9% graduation rate, our students are not just crossing the stage, they're stepping into bright futures. This is Clay County Schools, rooted in tradition, driven by progress, and united in purpose, where every student matters, every moment counts, and the future is brighter because of what we do today.
All right, we're back. Both teams on the field. Panthers getting a little push-up work in on the break there. Coach not too happy with something, so we'll see if they shape up this time. Shotgun, it's a snap. Pass, looking. Under pressure. He's going to just sling it down the middle. Bunch of people there. Nearly could have been caught. Nobody really had their hands up to catch it. Incomplete. Good pressure by that defensive line that time. I don't know what upset Coach Nichols over there, but he was not happy making them do push-ups, and it paid off.
Absolutely. They made a little play there. I'm not real sure what was going on with Shady Springs receivers. You never really want to have two guys right in the same vicinity. Somebody might have ran the wrong route, unless saying go down there to the middle, we're going to throw it up to you and try to make a play. But it looks like we're going to get a punt here. We got Paxton, and is that Peyton over on the far side ready to make a play? Again, even though they're not going to return it, this is good practice for those guys. I never returned a punt, but you did. It's hard to make a catch when you're looking straight up into the sky.
It's hard to catch it knowing you got all these people here out from you. No pressure this time, so let's see if he can make a catch. And nearly does, just out of the grasp of Peyton. He finally corrals it, and we're going to change possessions here, and the Panthers are going to take the ball over. And let's see if we can't get a score here for the Panthers. We'll see who comes back out. I assume we'll have Paxton at the quarterback, Neely at the running back.
Yeah, looks like they're going to set the ball up here on about the 36-yard line of Clay County. See if we can't get it. The running game worked really well on the last drive. Let's see if we can't get it rolling again. The offensive line was getting a good push. Neely was making some nice moves in there.
All right, Dale.
Yeah.
We're in the shotgun. I got another trivia question coming your way here in just a moment. But first, Neely will run the ball. He gets nothing, corralled by a whole bunch of Shady Spring Tigers. And the question is, what Panther has the most career receiving yards? And this player totaled 2,731 and 32 touchdowns in his career receiving.
So
what was that receiver?
If we got this right, the last question was how many, who had the most in a game.
Yep.
This is for a career. Okay.
Yep.
Good question.
And this player went on to play at Glenville State as well. A really good football player. So who is that going to be? This time Paxton throws to the right. Oh, nearly caught right in and out of the hands of Colton Hill. That would have been a first down, and he's just unable to corral it. It's third down and long.
Might have heard some footsteps there, and I thought when he tipped off of his hands, Shady had a chance to get the interception. It looked like a couple of people, just a little miscommunication. Again, do you want it? Yeah. Do I want it? Somebody needs to make a play, whether it's for Clay, whether it's Shady Spring. I'd like to see that one caught. I'd like to see that one caught by the Clay guy for sure.
Absolutely. So Panthers right back in it. Fighting the chains now. It's third and long. Paxton in the shotgun. He's got Neely and Hill in the backfield, flanked left and right. Two receivers right, single receiver left. Paxton will throw, looking. He's got all kind of time. Now he's finally going to have some pressure. Got to get rid of that ball. And he's sacked back to the 27-yard line, but can't fault the offensive line on that one. He really stood back there a long time, and those guys were blocking, but once you start rolling out like that, it's really hard to contain those blocks without holding.
Yeah, we kind of talked this last week kind of about Sherman, or at Sherman. When the quarterback's in trouble, what do those receivers need to do?
Come towards the ball.
Come back to the ball, yes.
Scramble drill, and those can be some big plays. Just unable to do that. It's fourth down and long. I imagine Pritt will be set to punt. He's really not real deep. He's back 8 yards.
Yep.
And Pritt set to kick it. Returners are standing right at the 50-yard line. Pritt will kick it away. Nice kick, end over end, caught back at the 45-yard line of the Panthers. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
That'll be a Shady Spring first down.
Rooted in a proud past and reaching toward a bright future, Clay County Schools is where tradition and innovation come together for every student. With 95% of our teachers certified, our classrooms are led by passionate educators who know that learning begins with connection. Thanks to the support of our community, we're now a one-to-one iPad district, bringing opportunity to every hand and every home. From improved attendance to wraparound support through communities and schools, we're lifting up the whole child. As a proud Purple Star district, we stand with our military families, honoring service and building resilience. And with a 95.9% graduation rate, our students are not just crossing the stage, they're stepping into bright futures. This is Clay County Schools, rooted in tradition, driven by progress, and united in purpose, where every student matters, every moment counts, and the future is brighter because of what we do today.
We're back, and right off the bat immediately, Shady Springs gets a flag. Was it a false start?
I think it was a legal procedure, maybe a false start. I'm not sure.
So they'll start first and 15 from their own 40. Same defense out there for the Panthers. Quarterback is in the shotgun. You have to remind me his name again.
That's
I've already
Claypool.
forgot. Claypool. He'll hand it off right. A couple missed tackles, and that kid's up across midfield to the 49-yard line. And that penalty really didn't matter much because they got it right back. A 6-yard gain. No, 11-yard gain, rather. Sorry. And it's second down and 4 already across midfield.
Yeah, offensive line for Shady made a nice hole there. Running back was able to hit it and pick up some pretty good yardage there. Look for that same type of play again here on second and relatively short.
Shady coming to the line. Imagine we'll see another run play here, but I don't know. Maybe they'll throw it here with second and short. I imagine they may try to throw the ball here.
Oh,
and some movement, no snap. Well, now there's a snap. The quarterback takes it. He'll roll to his left. I think it was a designed pass. He'll run it, though, all the way down to the 36, and he's taken down from behind by Andrew Tanner.
I definitely thought we had some movement before the snap. Maybe it was just missed by the officials.
Yeah, and it's going to be a first down for the Tigers as we're having trouble. I can see this, and I'm sure the coaches have this noted. Getting out to the side, that whoever those defensive ends are and outside linebackers, that secondary, they're going to have to step up and make a play when that ball is out to the wide side of the field.
Yeah, we were talking about this today. First job of defensive end is to what?
Outside
contain. Yeah.
Outside contain. So we'll see. We got a pretty big defensive line in there, and so some of those guys are going to have to step up and maybe get out there and read that play a little better. And a timeout, Shady Springs. So the question was, I'll reveal the answer here. Who has the most career receiving yards? And this particular player played at Glenville State College, scored 32 touchdowns in these years, and that's receiving. And that player is still playing at Glenville State University, rather, and that is B.J. Williams.
Yeah, we got to watch him for several years. Him and Noah Collins made a nice connection there for a few of those, and see him make some big plays on Friday nights.
B.J., an incredible athlete. He put on a show for a lot of years in a Panther uniform, and his brother Nick plays, of course, linebacker and a little bit of running back as well. However, BJ is at Glenville University now, and so I'm excited. Hopefully get a chance to go watch him play. I kind of try to keep track with his mom, who is still the trainer for the team, and also through some social media. So good luck, BJ. Make Clay County proud, as you always do. Stick to your studies, as they always tell you, but hit the books, but also hit the weight room and keep working. And I know you'll be a big thing for the Pioneers.
Don't hit the Rusty Musket too hard.
Stay away from the Rusty Musket. Protein shakes and less Rusty Musket. All right, we're set to go. Motion left to right. Snap. It's a jet sweep. Out wide again. Paxton is there, but he gets blocked. Ball's at the 20. The 10. He's taken out of bounds before the 10, rather, at the 14.
Now, that was Shepard McGinnis again around the right side. That's that same play they ran at the beginning of the scrimmage for the touchdown that got called back. They picked up another big chunk gain there. You had to think they were going to come back to it again. This time, no holding call.
Yeah, I see, again, a wide side play. That jet sweep. And, I saw Paxton out there. He got blocked up and wasn't sure where those defensive ends are, but we're going to have to make sure and keep outside contained one way or another, or we're going to be seeing them step into the end zone real soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, snaps back. He's going to throw it. Rolls left. Tosses it across the middle. Caught. Hill on the coverage, unable to make the play. Down at the 5, the inside the 5, down to the 3, and it'll be first and goal for the Tigers.
It's Freshman Jace Bailey on the catch, made a nice move after. Good job by Clay to get him down before he got to the end zone again. Looks like we're down to about a minute and a half left in the quarter.
First and goal. Ball sets at the 3-yard line. 25 seconds on the play clock. Up to the line come the Tigers. Claypool will be under center this time. It's a split back formation. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Snap. It's a inside handoff and in to the end zone for a touchdown. Number 16.
Jace Bailey again.
Chase Bailey.
Freshman.
Folks from Shady Spring. Yeah, and I'll tell you, Bailey is a name I guess we're going to be hearing a lot of in the near future. So remember that in a couple years when we're back up here if we don't hear the name Bailey. And onto the field, I'm assuming they're going to kick it. That's Helmer coming back in from the varsity game. Maybe they'll kick here. Or
get the special teams some practice because they didn't get any when we were on the varsity, and they didn't quite get into the end zone.
They got plenty of kick return practice, but who's the kicker there? That's 28.
Owen Lugar, Jr.
Owen Lugar.
Sorry if I mispronounced the name. That's
the Lugar family.
Owen Lugar is what I'm going to go with. Lugar. We're close.
Lugar. If the Lugar family is watching, we apologize.
Yes. Lugar
kicks it through the uprights into the bleachers. And we have our first Shady Springs score, 7-0. We will be right back after this commercial. You know it, from Clay County Schools.
Rooted in a proud past and reaching toward a bright future, Clay County Schools is where tradition and innovation come together for every student. With 95% of our teachers certified, our classrooms are led by passionate educators who know that learning begins with connection. Thanks to the support of our community, we're now a one-to-one iPad district, bringing opportunity to every hand and every home. From improved attendance to wraparound support through communities and schools, we're lifting up the whole child. As a proud Purple Star district, we stand with our military families, honoring service and building resilience. And with a 95.9% graduation rate, our students are not just crossing the stage, they're stepping into bright futures. This is Clay County Schools, rooted in tradition, driven by progress, and united in purpose, where every student matters, every moment counts, and the future is brighter because of what we do today.
Connor Hoffman, loss on a play.
Well, we're back, Deal, and I think someone forgot to tell the officials about media timeouts.
Yeah, absolutely. Our commercials might be running a little long here. We'll get that figured out. We only have 1 to play right now, so we're at the kind of the mercy of the timing of the game.
Yeah, but we know you enjoy that one.
Yes, absolutely. Clay County Schools, thank you for sponsoring this broadcast.
All right, we're set. It's 2nd down 11, a no-gain run there for the Panthers. This pass is out to Peyton a little high.
Yeah.
He's unable to reach up there and grasp it, and thankfully 15 wasn't there to pick that thing off because that would have been an easy 6.
Yes, he was right there to make a play.
After that incompletion, the 3rd down
Even if
and
Kanan
long
makes the
for
catch, it's not going to go for anything, I don't think. It's going to be 3rd and long because we missed a play while the commercial was playing, so it is going to be 3rd and long here.
We've kind of got away from the run game a little bit. This offense seems to be one that you have to stay ahead of the chains. Blankenship and Boggs are the receivers to the left, if you can't see. To the right, we have Stricker and Peyton.
After this play, we got something kind of interesting going on.
We have a snap back. Paxton looking, and he holds on just a little too long. Nobody really over there, and it'll be 4th down and long. And what we got going on?
We got some campfire smoke wafting into the studio here. Somebody's got a little bonfire going on across the field.
You can't see it on your camera, but there is some smoke coming up, and I was able to smell that. Maybe someone's roasting us a hot dog for this broadcast.
We'll be there in 5 minutes.
All right, I was getting a little hungry.
Al, how do you like your marshmallows toasted?
Just a little brown. I don't want them too burnt. I like to get them just brown where they're almost falling off the roaster stick, and then you put them on a nice Hershey bar and some graham crackers, and you got yourself a s'more. Oh, yes, love that.
I'm going to blow your mind here. Hershey bar, great. Reese cup on the s'more takes it to the next level, if you like peanut butter.
I love peanut butter, and I love Reese cups. I've never tried a Reese cup s'more.
Yeah. Try it out.
That is something I'm going to have to try out. Absolutely. Does the Reese cup melt?
Not as well as the Hershey does. You got to leave it for a second. Now, I'm also going to give you this little tidbit. You know, the the cookies that have the stripes on them, fudge stripe cookies.
Yes.
Throw those on there instead of a graham cracker. Now that will even take it to the next level.
You've blown my mind.
You wouldn't be able.
I don't even know what to say here anymore.
I'm a campfire connoisseur when it comes to those s'mores. You just kind of try some things out, see if it works, and if it doesn't, give it to the dog.
Oh, well, there you go. We have 2 or 3 at home that would love to have a cookie s'more. All right, well, we're switching fields here. I see Coach McDonough giving the guys some tips. Second quarter, about to start. We haven't really been able to move the ball. Just kind of been in just nowhere. We haven't been in anything. Park, I guess you might say.
Yeah.
Not neutral. We can even coast forward neutral. We've just been in park. So we need to put this thing into drive and get moving. And I don't know what you think, but I think it starts with getting ahead of the chains and maybe running the ball a little bit and keeping us out of second, third, and long.
Absolutely. I think back to the scrimmage against Sherman last week. Nobody got to watch that online, but for those that were there, if you were able to see it, the JV actually put on a pretty good performance offensively. I was impressed by Paxton in the backfield being able to move around a little bit and make some plays. The running backs were making plays. It just looks like tonight, Shady Spring kind of the defensive line's getting some pressure in there. Our offensive line's not holding on to some blocks. Maybe here in this second portion, coach is going to talk to them over there, get them ready to go. Like you said, we got to get that run game going. Neely had some nice runs there right towards the start. See if we can't get that going again, and that's going to open up you some passing lanes.
Absolutely. And I'm going to mention one thing. Maybe sound kind of funny saying this. You don't hear a lot of broadcasters say this, but in JV football, this is a big issue. Getting the snap down can be really difficult. We've seen it 2 weeks in a row with teams we've played have bad snaps. We don't seem to have that varsity or JV in that problem, and that probably goes back to middle school level. We run the same offense as Coach Collins mentioned in our pregame show a couple weeks ago, but we don't have that problem. We run shotgun every single time, and I don't think we've saw a bad snap. Now, we'll probably see one as soon as I mention it, but we haven't had one yet, and I can remember some years when it's really tough to get a shotgun snap. So I credit those guys on their offensive line, and especially that center. I think Runyon plays the center position here on the JV, and just a really good job. And that's a lot of pressure, and you're never seen unless you don't do it right.
A lot of people think that, well, that's the easiest thing in the world. Snap it back to the quarterback. When you got a big guy in front of you, I think you mentioned this last week, big guy in front of you ready to hit, pretty nerve-wracking.
Yes. All right, we're set to go. Paxton will take the snap. He'll hand it to Hill in the backfield this time. He puts his shoulder down and runs over a man. Gain of 3, and that's a good start for the Panthers. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
What was the old saying? 3 yards and a cloud of dust, right?
Yeah, 3 yards and a cloud of dust. That's it. New receiver in the game here. That's number 84. That's Shelton Hausman, the 9th grader. 5'10", a nice tall kid. Hausman in the game. And, of course, Boggs in the slot. Snap is a little high this time, of course, because I said it, but Paxton corrals it and hands it to Hill. Another 2 to 3 yards, and look there, we're in 3rd and short this time. Let's see if we can't get a first down and get that offense rolling.
Al, I don't have the roster in front of me. Who's the offensive lineman 63?
63. That would be, is that Weinbrenner? Yep, that's Holden Weinbrenner, 9th grader.
He got around there and made a nice little chip block on somebody. Didn't get a huge hit, but he was able to get his shoulder into him, and instead of a loss, we got a couple-yard gain.
Absolutely. I saw Robert Dawson also in the game for the Panthers. Block. He's still on his feet. And I don't know how to explain that. It looked like a block into the play. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what happened there. T.J. Pritt was in the backfield. I don't know if he was pulling on that play or what was going on. But he definitely Shady had a guy in the backfield early. And TJ's back there ready to punt again. He's getting some good practice in here. Let's see if we can't put them back in their own territory again.
I thought we might throw one out here to Hausman, but
there you go.
We're going to punt it. I don't know. TJ may go back and throw. He's a man of many talents.
I'd like to see it. Give it a shot.
He can throw. He can run. He can catch, and he can pass.
That's right.
All right, Pritt will kick it away.
That's
nice
a good one.
Kick from the 30
good job,
to
TJ.
the 29. Whew, man.
You saw him give a little
50 yards.
Little fist bump there to his teammate. He's feeling good about that one.
If you want to be a kicker, just come to Clay County and learn from these two. We got 2 good ones, Pritt and Brown.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get a stop here. I'd like to see a defensive stop.
Absolutely. How much time we got on the clock? little over 10 minutes here.
We think it's going to be 10 minutes.
Yeah,
We could look back
right.
out there and it'll be 11. We don't know.
Kind of expected the lights to be on by now. It's getting a little dark out there, but maybe they're just expecting the game to end before it gets too dark and don't want to pay the electric bill.
Well, I think that's probably. I think we had a little trouble on that last drive of giving up a touchdown. We couldn't see.
That's a good point.
Probably
Good point.
maybe something we're fighting the conditions here, but that's what you got to do in a game of football. Fight the conditions.
That's right.
Here
It
we
has
go.
turned into a beautiful evening now. We got some
Yes.
breeze blowing through here.
The weather's perfect.
I love it.
Neely running on late. Now a late substitution for the Tigers.
Gage Spears coming in. I heard him get some shout-outs from Coach Colacerto in his press conference. He's a big kid, 6'1", sophomore.
Yes, Gage Spears. And we're just kidding. We'll take another timeout. Let's go to a
Absolutely.
break. Enjoy Clay County Schools ad, and we'll be right back.
Rooted in a proud past and reaching toward a bright future, Clay County Schools is where tradition and innovation come together for every student. With 95% of our teachers certified, our classrooms are led by passionate educators who know that learning begins with connection. Thanks to the support of our community, we're now a one-to-one iPad district, bringing opportunity to every hand and every home. From improved attendance to wraparound support through communities and schools, we're lifting up the whole child. As a proud Purple Star district, we stand with our military families, honoring service and building resilience. And with a 95.9% graduation rate, our students are not just crossing the stage, they're stepping into bright futures. This is Clay County Schools, rooted in tradition, driven by progress, and united in purpose, where every student matters, every moment counts, and the future is brighter because of what we do today.
All right, we're back just in time for the snap. It's Claypool, throws it deep.
Oh.
Intercepted. No, he dropped it. That was Jackson Blankenship. Had it in his hands, unable to make the play. And that's just an incomplete pass. Nearly had it, though.
Absolutely. I thought he was going to pull it down. They were looking for the big sophomore, Gage. Did you say that was Gage Spears? Yeah, Gage Spears, 6'1", sophomore. Just underthrew him a little bit. And who'd you say 11 was?
That's
Blankenship?
Jackson Blankenship. He
Blankenship.
looks like he's 6'1" himself.
Oh, yeah, he's a big kid, too. Had a chance to make a play on it. And he did make, honestly, he did make a play on it, knock it
Yes.
away. He'd like to tell you he'd like to pick that off and maybe take it back for a few yards.
Nice play, nonetheless, by the young man, Jackson Blankenship.
Absolutely.
All right, there's two receivers left. One receiver to the right. Split backs. It's a handoff. Nowhere to go. And
63.
taken down. That's Holden Weinbrenner, the big freshman coming in this year from Clay Middle. And he makes a nice play. Immediate penetration. I don't know. They must have forgot to block him. I'm not sure how you do that. Such a big kid, but we'll take it.
Al, I go back to what you said just a few minutes ago. Not a great snap. The snap bounced before it got to the quarterback.
Yep.
That gives you that extra split second to get in there and make a play, and we did.
Claypool now calling the play. They'll break the huddle. The Panthers standing there ready. It's trips left this time for the Tigers. Single receiver right. Claypool in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He's looking to the left. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. It's
Wow.
caught at the 30, at the 20. He's going to walk it in. That's a touchdown, Shady Springs.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. That boy's
Who's
got
number
some-
two?
Shepard McGinnis.
Shepard McGinnis. Claypool to McGinnis.
He's got some wheels on him. He got behind us and made a play. Those
Yeah.
Safety's back there. Can't let him get behind him. But that's a quick kid, fast kid. He's had a couple of really, really, really nice plays.
Yeah, and that's some hard lessons to learn by the secondary. However, you want to make those mistakes in a scrimmage.
Oh, absolutely.
And not on Monday nights. And I'm sure they'll learn from that. And they'll have to rewatch that during film study. I'm sure it won't be pretty. They won't like it. But that's how you learn.
That's how you learn. That's exactly right.
So they'll set up for the extra point. And that was a nice throw by Claypool.
That's Claypool again. Yes,
I'm telling you.
they got a couple of really nice-looking quarterbacks on this team, and I would anticipate Claypool playing some varsity time if Colacerto has to maybe an injury, maybe.
Yeah, he's definitely a backup that can be dependable, at least for arm strength.
Yeah,
Kick is up right down the middle and good onto the track, and Luger puts it through.
that's right.
It's 14-0, 9:14 to go here in the game. We'll be back right after this.
Rooted in a proud past and reaching toward a bright future, Clay County Schools is where tradition and innovation come together for every student. With 95% of our teachers certified, our classrooms are led by passionate educators who know that learning begins with connection. Thanks to the support of our community, we're now a one-to-one iPad district, bringing opportunity to every hand and every home. From improved attendance to wraparound support through communities and schools, we're lifting up the whole child. As a proud Purple Star district, we stand with our military families, honoring service and building resilience. And with a 95.9% graduation rate, our students are not just crossing the stage, they're stepping into bright futures. This is Clay County Schools, rooted in tradition, driven by progress, and united in purpose, where every student matters, every moment counts, and the future is brighter because of what we do today.
All right, we're back. It's second down, and again, scrimmage for the officials too. They're just not getting us enough media timeout time, but
right.
We'll talk to them after the game, get that straightened out. Those guys are working hard out there. They just forget sometimes.
Yes.
Second down and 3. It's a handoff to Peyton. He's quick. He's got room around the edge. He powers forward. Another gain of 3. We'll call it third down and 3. And we're ahead of the sticks. Can we pick up a big first down here? We have struggled with this, and we really can't afford to give it back to Shady Spring at this time. So let's pick up a first down.
Yeah, at this point in the scrimmage, I think that's what you're looking for, something to build off of. See if you can't run the ball here for 3 or 4 yards, or a little short completion for Paxton to pick up 4 or 5, get the first down and keep it moving. Oh,
and
what are we gonna have?
Early movement. We have the pointing finger by the
Somebody's got to make a call.
ref official.
Just play it. That's what they say.
Never mind.
We'll just play
We're
it.
good. All right, Paxton in the shotgun. Snap. Hand off to Peyton. Again, looking. Nowhere to go. Taking down at the 40. Actually near a first down.
Owen Brown finished off by number 30.
I say move the chains.
It looks like.
It's across the 40. That's a first down.
Yeah.
We started on the 30, I think, so that has to be a first down.
I think that's got to be a nice momentum for this offensive line. You know, you run the ball 3 times, pick up the first down.
Draw those defenders in and then let one fly. Paxton, how about something short here, get it out of his hands?
Yeah.
Let him get comfortable. He hasn't really gotten a rhythm yet.
Kind of interesting how far Peyton's lined up in the backfield. He's got a long way to go before he even gets to the line of scrimmage, but he's picking up a head of steam.
Absolutely. Snap is back. It's a keeper by Paxton to the right side. He's got room to run. Good block out there by Stricker. Paxton across midfield. That'll be a first down out of bounds. And a nice play. John Paxton, the quarterback, left everybody in the dust. Everybody goes left. He goes right. And that's a first down.
Yeah, John's a good athlete. He got out there on the edge, had one guy to beat, kind of high-stepped him. The guy still made the tackle, but got the first down. Good job by John. Pick up what you can get and keep the chains moving.
Absolutely. So first down, we're across midfield. We're going to get a touchdown here. Blankenship single receiver left. Snaps back. Handoff is to Peyton. He switches lanes. He's still going across the 40 to the 38-yard line. A nice gain. It's going to be second down and short, and the train's moving.
I think this is more what we were expecting after that Sherman scrimmage. The offensive line's starting to get in a rhythm. Some of those up-backs are starting to get some blocks in there for Kanan, and he's picking up some nice yards.
Neely and Hill are the two split backs to Paxton. Again, Peyton in the backfield. It's a keeper, an option play. Now he's going to throw it, a run-pass option. We nearly made that catch. A diving stab at it, unable to bring it in. And that's the advantage of being second and short. It's now third and short, and you can still pick one up, and I believe this is 4-down territory.
Yeah, I think you're right. You're real close, unless you, like you said a little bit ago, unless you lose a whole bunch of yards on this one, bad snap or a sack, something along those lines. I think you got 2 plays to pick up a couple yards here.
Do they try to get it in field goal range to give Pritt a chance? He can kick a field goal.
Absolutely.
I'm interested to see about that. It's a handoff to Peyton again. A nice block by Hill. He made it happen. Peyton carries it across the 35 to the 33, and that was sprung by Colton Hill, the fullback, number 30 there. Good play. That one doesn't go down in the stat book, but Peyton definitely will give him a pat on the back when he gets back to the huddle.
I saw something else there by Kanan right after the play. He tried to throw the ball to the official. It got stuck on his arm, and it kind of went 3 or 4 yards away. And he didn't want the official to think he was showing him up, so he said, "My bad there. I'll get it to you next time."
that's good sportsmanship.
The official knew he kind of gave him the wave back.
Yes.
I know you're not trying to do that, son.
Another equipment malfunction.
Yes.
Of course, the Panthers, you notice, we don't really have blue helmets. Those are guards against concussion.
What do they call those? The skull caps? Is that?
Yeah,
something
or
like
there's
that?
maybe
Guardian
a
cap?
guardian cap. All right, I don't know what happened
got a
here.
man.
Paxton's going to throw it. Got a man deep. Incomplete, and a pass just a little short there. That's a long ways to throw that ball. And Stricker went to make a play on it, but just couldn't haul it in, and it will be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he had him open for a second. Like you said, that's a long throw to make, and he got it there, but like you said, it hung up for a second or two. Too long. Defensive back could make a play on it. And like I said, 2nd and long here. I'd like to get back to that running game. It was just starting to pick up.
And I'm going to say this, too. The white hat, his name is James Wilmer. Got a shout-out from one of my coworkers.
Okay.
He's doing a great job. Amanda, we'll give him a shout-out for you, James Wilmer.
Absolutely.
He's doing a great job out there tonight. Snaps back. It's a backwards pass to Peyton. That one really never had a shot. That's a big loss. I'm telling you, we're hurting now. Back all the way at the 44-yard line. Maybe they're going to mark it at the 42.
I think that's one where you've seen Kanan make a couple of plays, Peyton there. You try to get it into a playmaker's hands, and that's a dangerous play throwing it backwards like that, because if it gets away from you, scoop and score for a touchdown for Shady.
Yeah, absolutely. Good catch there. All right, look here. We got Blankenship out here on an island.
Yep.
Do we throw it to him? He's going to run a post. Now we're going to throw it to the right. Ball's caught, out of bounds. I can't see who that is.
Look, maybe Stricker, number
That's
20.
Jackson Stricker at the 40. And, I think we have to go for it here.
Unless you want to get Pritt some extra time back there punting. But I think you're right. I think you throw that little out route. As I say, let's pick up some yards and make 4th and long a little bit more manageable.
4th and
You never know. We got a
still
timeout.
long, but not quite. We'll see. All right, timeout. We'll be right back.
Rooted in a proud past and reaching toward a bright future, Clay County Schools is where tradition and innovation come together for every student. With 95% of our teachers certified, our classrooms are led by passionate educators who know that learning begins with connection. Thanks to the support of our community, we're now a one-to-one iPad district, bringing opportunity to every hand and every home. From improved attendance to wraparound support through communities and schools, we're lifting up the whole child. As a proud Purple Star district, we stand with our military families, honoring service and building resilience. And with a 95.9% graduation rate, our students are not just crossing the stage, they're stepping into bright futures. This is Clay County Schools, rooted in tradition, driven by progress, and united in purpose, where every student matters, every moment counts, and the future is brighter because of what we do today.
All right, we're back, Al.
Yes, and we got a little musical entertainment there. We do not own the rights to that music. Just want to make sure everybody knows that. Tonight is going to be a good night.
That's right.
We're set. It's 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Snaps back. Paxton to throw.
Got a lot of time.
Chuck it deep. Got a man. Caught. No, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Kanan Peyton. That ball threw into double coverage. Peyton worked his way back, made a play on the ball, just unable to corral it. Went right through his hands. And Shady Springs will take over. But that does give us a chance to work on some defense here.
Absolutely. See if we can't get a stop. Watch out for number 2. You know, he's made some plays
he's fast. Yeah, we need to make sure we keep an eye on number 2.
And that's easier said than done.
Yes.
He's
You're
getting to the
lined up.
outside. He's getting down the middle of the field. It's easier said than done. But
when you start running alongside him and you realize really fast how quick he is, it's trouble.
That's right.
All right, we are set. Trips right like a bunch formation.
Nobody
Late
covering
receiver
out
coming over
here.
here on the left. Uh-oh, here we go.
Yep, that's. Oh, he didn't see him.
And he's just going to pump fake run a bubble screen. Incomplete. Really, that might have been a little unfair. He ran in after the cornerback on this side realized no receiver. I don't know if there's a rule against that, or I'm not sure, but we're glad they didn't throw it this way.
Yes.
All right, that's incomplete. It's 2nd and 10 from the 42. Does stop the clock. Panthers are set and ready to go. A little longer to getting those plays in for the JV guys. Claypool now will call it. We got number 2, and you've told me his name, and I've forgotten again.
That's Shepard McGinnis.
McGinnis in motion. It's McGinnis. Now he's going to lead block this time. Paxton sniffs it out, makes a play.
Good play, boys.
And Neely is there. Paxton was there. Weinbrenner was there. And also 77. You can give me a moment.
You say that Ramsey, maybe?
That's Isaiah Ramsey. Isaiah Ramsey.
Good play, boys.
One of my advisory students, Isaiah. Good job, young man. And if you're watching this before Monday, make sure you get a good night's sleep for school.
Absolutely.
Of course, school starts Monday for Clay County students. We're all excited for you to be back.
For sure.
All right, here we go. We got 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Keep special attention on that right side of the defense. Emphatic whistle by this side judge here. We got, I don't know what's going on.
We got an offensive lineman coming onto the field here. Maybe another equipment issue, maybe an injury, giving him a chance to get on. Not real sure, to be honest. Not a lot of communication.
During a scrimmage.
During a scrimmage, that's right.
Split backs. Snap is back. It's a handoff left.
Ooh.
Nowhere to go. Ramsey had a boy. Ramsey and Hill there to back him up. Nothing doing. And it's going to be 4th down and long. I think we're going to get this ball back.
Absolutely. You see Ramsey pumped up there. It's, like I said, nothing better than getting in the backfield and making a play as a defensive lineman.
I'll tell you something about Ramsey. He's a basketball player as well.
Ooh.
He's got some
nimble feet in there.
Nimble feet, yes. You took the words right out of my mouth. Good kid, athletic kid. Good to see him making some plays.
Yes.
Out there on the field. Paxton and Peyton are back deep for the Panthers. No rush or no return on the kick here. The kick is high and not quite as deep as they like. Takes a favorable bounce for the Panthers. And we'll take over just short of midfield at the 48-yard line. And that's where we'll start.
How much time we got on the clock here? About 3:12.
3:12 to go.
Just enough time to get into the end zone, if you ask me. Let's see if we can't put together a drive, end this thing with a score.
Absolutely. Nothing would make this drive home feel any better.
That's right.
Fans, don't forget, this is the last scrimmage next week, next Friday night. Location to be determined. We are going to open up with Midland Trail, and we will be live. So looking forward to that. It's a handoff to Neely. Up the middle, he's got some room. Across midfield to the 45-yard line. A gain of 7 for Neely, and he wasn't touched for 5 yards.
That's what we were doing early on. I think this drive, maybe just keep handing the ball off. Neely, Kane and Peyton in the backfield. Keep picking up those solid yards.
And you have enough time as the clock stops when the chain moves. Neely makes a couple men miss. He's at the 40, dragged down. That's a 1st down. The clock will stop.
But a big tackle by 44 Owen Brown.
And they'll move the chains, and we're moving it, Dill. Didn't take much. Let's go get a score here.
It doesn't take much for an offensive line to start getting into a nice rhythm. You pick up a couple yards, you get a 1st down, pick up another 1st down, and you really start feeling good about yourself.
Now, Dill, as they run this play, something that Panther fans may not know. Landon, Neely's got room. He's going to go to the 20. The 15, 10, still on his feet. 5 out of the bounds inside the 5. Matthew Neely with a nice run.
Good job,
out of bounds. 1st and goal for the Panthers.
That's just getting back to what I was talking about. That offensive line with a big push made a nice big hole for Neely to run through, and he took advantage of it.
All right, and remind me, I'll get back to my story here in just a moment. But it's 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Paxton in the shotgun, Neely the tailback. We got 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. It's a handoff to Neely. Nice block by Holden Weinbrenner. Neely gets down to the 2, inside the 2, maybe the 1.5, and it's 2nd down and goal for the Panthers. 1:47 to go. So who said a scrimmage isn't exciting?
This is where you get all those big guys down in tight, and you just tell them, move them a couple yards and get into the end zone.
Yeah, just get lower than the opponent and just shove them forward.
And that's easier said than done, obviously. Yep, it's easier said than done.
All right, here we go. Runyon the center. We got Weinbrenner and Pritt to the left. And are we ready? Yep. Colin Lane is the right guard. Can't see the right tackle out there. Colin's calling the play. We're going to call timeout.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can get in here. But good news for Panther fans. I was able to get word that we have Landon Delwart is back with us, and he will be eligible to play football here in a couple weeks. Landon was granted athletic eligibility by the SSAC, so he'll be coming back to play. He's got to get his practices in, and a really good athlete. Was at Herbert Hoover last year. He'll be coming along. I don't know that he'll be eligible week 1, but hopefully get his whatever 14 or whatever number of practices it is, and he'll be back with us, so another skill guy.
Yeah, reinforcements coming. Can't add too many skill guys to the group.
Absolutely. So we're excited for Landon. He's a Clay County kid and really good kid. Good to see him be able to get out there and play ball and be a part of this team. And, that's the thing. As we start football season and you got all these teams, cross-country, band, we talk about a cheerleading, camaraderie and the brotherhood that is created. And you may not win a game. You may win all of them. You still have these memories that will last an entire lifetime. And I can still remember and still talk to people I played with, reminisce with Coach Clemon and the guys, Coach Knopp, Coach Nichols, just a bunch of guys that you played with and that coached you, and you became better people because of it. And that's what sports is all about, and really excited that we're able to be a part of this and bring this to you.
Folks, let's hear it for that Tiger defense here. Looking for a goal line stand.
All right, we're set to go, and it's 2nd and goal. Paxton in the shotgun. He's a 3-back system. Peyton now motion. It'll take a defender out of the box. Neely gets it. They read it right away. Nowhere to go. It's loss on the play. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5. And I'm no expert here, but what do you say we throw something short and easy, more like a throwing play to run it?
I think you're right at this point. Maybe a little swing route to the running back.
Crowd getting loud. They're just going to hand it to Peyton. He gets through, makes a tackle, makes it, goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Kanan Peyton and the Panthers. What a nice run by Peyton. He was hit in the backfield, was able to slip through that arm tackle and score. And that's the way we wanted to end it here in the preseason. And just like that, the Panther JV's on the board with 47 seconds left, and we're going to kick the extra point. It's Pritt. You're going to get a chance to see this leg of his. And, boy, that makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Hey, I tell you what, on the beginning of that play, I didn't think it had a chance, but he made a play, made a guy miss. Like you said, ran through an arm tackle and scored. Let's see if TJ can't put this one through, make himself feel real good about the evening.
Yes, and, good running backs will break tackles.
Yes.
That's what makes the difference. A lot of guys can run the ball and are fast. If you can break a tackle, you're going to be a pretty good one. Pritt's kick, just as expected, goes right through the uprights into the bleachers, and that is good. 47 seconds to play. And the Panthers, JV's trailing by 7. However, I believe they've been adding the scores up on the scoreboard for the whole game. So we would technically be winning by a score of 17-14.
Right.
Wasn't going to mention that, but now that we took the lead, I'll go ahead and mention it.
Absolutely. Yes. I'll tell you what, on that extra point, something that might have been missed, John Paxton, the holder, had to reach up a little bit and make the catch to secure it and bring it down.
Yes.
Good concentration by him, a freshman. Make a play, put it down, let TJ kick it through the uprights.
Absolutely. All right, so Shady Spring has the ball on the 30. Claypool, the quarterback, calls the play from the huddle. He runs it in from the sideline, then calls it in the huddle. The Tigers will run to the line. A little late getting on for Lopez, but he's there. It's shotgun formation. Claypool will throw it. He's under pressure. Now throws it to the right. Nobody there. Ooh, a last-minute grab by Blankenship. No call. And guess who it was for? McGinnis. We'll
be hearing that name in our sleep. He's made so many plays this evening, but good job there to not give up another one. I thought Blankenship was going to break on that one and maybe make a play on it. He did do a good job of getting just enough of McGinnis to throw him off of his route. Incomplete pass.
It's kind of human nature to kind of pull a little bit there last minute. Glad he didn't do it too much and get a penalty there. So it's 2nd and 10. Claypool in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll look to throw. Pressure by the Panthers. Now he'll escape through it. Throw towards McGinnis again. Same route. This time covered by Pritt.
That's who it is.
TJ Pritt showing off his speed. He was able to cover McGinnis there. He was right there with him.
Absolutely he was. It's a linebacker out there in coverage on a pretty fast guy.
I didn't know TJ was that nimble. However, when you need a play, he steps up and makes a play.
That's right.
All right, 3rd and 10. We got him right where we want him. Don't let McGinnis get loose. Let's not let him get loose here.
It's really hard to see out there. I guess we've just said we're not turning the lights on at any cost this evening.
No.
So
let's just play in the dark.
yeah.
All right. Here we go. Shotgun, McGinnis in motion. Snaps low. Claypool throw it over the middle. It's McGinnis. He caught it this time. Makes a man miss, but Paxton and Peyton take him down. 42-yard line. We'll take that with 29 seconds to go.
Yeah, good job corralling him there. Don't let him make a bigger play. It looks like they're going to go quick here, Al.
Shady in a hurry-up offense.
Hurry up offense. Claypool in a shotgun. Let's keep an eye on McGinnis. He's in the slot covered by Pritt. He runs a slant route down the middle, but pressure makes it difficult to make the throw. Oh, he got loose. All the way down to the 40 and pushed out of bounds by Jackson Blankenship. And look out now, the clock will stop, and the ball is on the 40-yard line of the Panthers. 20 seconds to play. And again, who says scrimmages are not exciting?
That's right. You don't want to give up all that momentum you just got from scoring the late touchdown. Defense step up here, make a play. Don't let anybody get behind you. Don't let McGinnis get the ball in space. And don't let the quarterback run for a huge gain. I know it's a lot of don'ts, but
yes, don't do any of that stuff.
just try your best.
Just try your best. That's all you can do at this point in the game. Pritt now looking, where do I go? Where do I go? Hill, the other linebacker. 2 deep safeties. Claypool's going to throw it deep to the left. He's got a man. Oh,
Good
incomplete.
job.
Nearly intercepted. Good play by Peyton. Kanan Peyton there playing the safety position says not today.
Yeah, there were 3 or 4 Shady guys over there ready to make the catch, and Kanan came over and knocked it away with the right hand. Was excited after, celebrated with the teammates. How much time are we down to now? 14
seconds. 6
Okay.
seconds ran off that time. 2nd down and 10. Ball is resting on the 40 of the Panthers. In comes Claypool. Clock is stopped, so he can take his time here. He's got 12 seconds on the play clock. They'll come out in formation. Let's see. We got to find McGinnis. He's in the slot to the left. We got trips left. Single receiver right. Snaps back. He's looking that way. Now he's going to throw it right where we got single coverage. Oh, he's got a man open. He caught it out of bounds. Just inside the 5. Holy cow. At the 3. 7 seconds remaining. And the Tigers are going to have a chance to put this in the end zone.
That's Gage Spears making a play. Good job by Blankenship to get him out of bounds before he got in the end zone. Again, like we've said several times, live to play another down.
I'm telling you, you just don't know. 7 seconds to go. I think they got time for 2 plays here.
I think you're right.
I don't know. I guess they do have timeouts. They could run it. But I think they're going to pass. They're spreading us out awful thin here. We got McGinnis to the right. Be careful. He throws it. Caught.
That's Spears again making a play.
Touchdown, Shady Spring with 4 seconds remaining. That's a little disappointing.
Yeah, you get that score on the other end, come right back and give up a pretty quick score with not a lot of time on the clock. But that's a couple of guys making a play. Spears made the big play down the right side a minute ago. Made the little catch there for the touchdown. A little deflating. Yeah. A little deflating, but it is a scrimmage. We'll go back and watch the film on that, figure out why the big plays were made, and try to correct it before we start the actual season.
He probably didn't see it. Probably didn't see it. No lights.
I'd say it's right, yeah.
No lights.
It's awful dark here.
It's very dark. Camera doesn't do it justice. It's dark. All right.
Oh.
2-point conversion flag. McGinnis trying to get an early start. He doesn't need an early start, but he wanted one anyways. Just a little early. I can imagine he might be on the field some on Fridays.
Yeah, from what we've seen today, him and Spears. I mean, both of those boys have made some plays out there. And again, Claypool's made some pretty good throws.
Tough to crack the field in the receiver position for the Tigers. They're big on their varsity was pretty big out on the outside anyway. So McGinnis just so fast.
Yes.
All right, so Claypool brings the play in. It's going to be a 2-point conversion play all the way back now from the 7. And we got another official timeout. Just trouble with those chin straps.
Yep.
Probably can't.
They don't make them like they used to.
No. Need you one of them old-fashioned ones that's just leather.
Rubs your chin raw by the end of
Yes.
practice. Yeah.
Those never came unbuttoned.
No.
If you wanted them to, you couldn't
right.
get them off. Okay. We got McGinnis in the slot, and he's got a lot of room out there, Coach. I'm worried. Oh, bad snap. He's going to run the out. He's hit. Pick it up and score, young man. I don't think you're allowed to do that, but, oh, he's taken down. And there's still 4 seconds left. So we're going to have one play.
Fourth quarter score. Clay County 17, Shady Spring 20. With 4 seconds to go.
So, again, let me remind you, I know you guys can hear probably the PA announcer. The varsity was successful in their venture 10-0.
Yes.
And then this one's a little bit more lopsided, 20-7. Shady Spring JV.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get one play here. What do you do? Run a screen?
I'll tell you what, Coach Woods would have run a long time ago. The old hook and ladder.
Hook and ladder. And his other favorite play, student body right.
That's right.
Let's see if they run the hook and ladder. Who do you hook to? You probably, I say throw it out here to Blankenship and let Peyton run the ladder piece.
Peyton's made some nice plays. Give him a chance.
He's in the backfield here. They got 2 deep. I don't think anything's going to be open down the side.
Couldn't see if it was.
No, you can't see a thing here. It's a pitch to Peyton. It's a double pass. Halfback pass. A nice throw. He had it intercepted.
Go make a play, boys.
Let's make a play. Don't get anybody hurt here. Oh, no.
There you go. All right.
Yep. All right. And that's how it will end. We want to thank everybody. What we got going on here? Is everybody okay?
Cramp on the sideline right as the game ended. I think he jumped a little too high.
He jumped on the celebration. Tough one there.
All right, buddy.
Well, let's wrap things up here. Dill, it's been fun again. And, folks, let me remind you, we thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to our YouTube page. Now, I believe by next week we'll be able to go live on Facebook. So hopefully we'll have that coming to watch either YouTube or Facebook. Doesn't matter. Also, next week is the season opener against Midland Trail. So we're going to start playing football for real. Again, we will let you know by probably Monday. We'll have something. And, of course, our coaches show Wednesday. We'll talk about it, where that game's going to be. What time it's going to start, all the goodies, because the field, I don't know that it'll quite be ready. I guess it's still a possibility, so maybe it's going to be at Bradley Field, maybe it's going to be at a neutral site. We don't know yet. We'll talk to AD Sean Krajewski, get the word out via social media, everywhere we can. But as we wrap this one up here tonight, I think we had a fun time for sure, Dill. I enjoyed this. Thanks, everyone, for watching. And I think we've seen enough now that we're ready to go play a football game on a Friday night.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Varsity showed out tonight. Get a shutout, scored 10 points. JV got a little bit to work on maybe, but that's why, that's why we practice. So
absolutely.
I'm excited to get started, Al. Let's go to Midland Trail, play Midland Trail next week, wherever we're going to be playing them at, and get it all started.
Absolutely. So, again, Coach's Show will be Wednesday night. We'll be live on Friday night against Midland Trail. It's a home game for the Panthers, so we'll be ready to go on Friday night. Want to thank WVRC. Also want to thank Clay County Schools as they're our sponsor. And we'll have some things fine-tuned for you next Friday, so make sure you're watching the game. We haven't revealed everything that we're going to do on the broadcast, so we got some pretty cool things we're going to take care of as far as the show goes as you watch. If you can't make it out, make sure to tune in. You can always watch it in from behind as well. We're excited. Been fun here. And, Dale, you got any last words for us before we go off the air?
I'm just going to mirror what you said. Thanks for watching this evening. If you get a chance, watch it back. Let us know what we can work on. If you got anything you want us to work on, let us know. We're all ears.
Last thing. Fans, brush up on your history, because we have some Panther trivia coming your way that is exciting stuff. Really cool things that we're going to share with you throughout the year. And Dill, did you know this before we go?
Okay.
This is the 25th anniversary of the undefeated 2000 Panther football team.
Oh, absolutely.
One of the better teams we've ever had in school history. We'll talk about that as the year goes on. I think probably we'll end up with a little something special at one of the games. But we got some cool stuff from that season as well. Pretty exciting season.
That'd be great.
All right. Well, thanks again for watching. I am Alan Tanner alongside Dylan Vaughn. Everyone have a good night, and we will see you Wednesday night, Coach's Show.